costumes on, garter belts, and fucking lingerie and everything, dude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, and we're here. We're kicking it with some goddamn natty lights, you know. Oh boy, John's got some little.
No, that used to be my high school sweetheart. I don't want
little Puerto Rican candy there.
That's
all
not
right.
Rican. She's black and white, dude. I'm fucking dead.
You know, doing what we can. Just out here, you know where we're at.
Outrage battleship. Outrage battleship.
What the fuck's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, Puerto Rican.
Oh, face ass. Oh, face ass. Oh my God.
Well, at least she ain't.
Well, it's a big show.
Oh my God.
You gotta remember to turn that motherfucker down when I do that one.
Yeah, they go loud on that bitch. They go all the way up. Man.
Well,
it's the big show.
Oh, I went to pick John up today, and there was very large and in charge woman who came out. All right, looks like she should be drinking beer out of boots.
No, don't do that. No, what the hell? No, man. This fool's crazy. No.
No, all right, we're not crossing lines. John doesn't want crossed. All right, you know. At least he's over there getting some ass. I was on the lonesome. I was the Outrage Chancellor. I was on his goddamn lonesome for the Friday night. All right, but we're back to riffing on stage. We're back to exciting the goddamn crowds. It's good shit. There was a weird mic tonight.
Yeah, it was.
Bunch of strange creatures out on a Saturday night.
Halloween. Halloween, bring them out, son of a bitch.
What the fuck's going on, Outrage crew?
Bunch of Neanderthal, humpback, Quasimodo looking motherfuckers tonight. Even the jack-off kings came out tonight. I'm talking about the motherfuckers that sit behind a computer and jack off the pudding pops. The one dude, the wrinkly motherfucker, man, he looked creepy as fuck, bro. He was like, yo, John. I was like, man, my arms is hairy. I don't want to touch you.
Chris?
Was that his name? The big old dude? You said he carried the Atlas?
Oh, no. That's Mike.
That motherfucker's weird, bro.
Yeah. He looks like Adam's Family. Adam's Family. That's what I should have threw into my fucking riff. He's like Adam's Family.
Roast him, bro, but he's about one joke away from suicide. So I was like, I'm gonna leave him alone, man.
Oh, he bombed so hard last night, and
tonight too.
But he did like scripted material. At least he was like trying to go off topics tonight.
He was like hit me.
Yeah.
Niggas be really practicing comedy.
God damn it. We need this for the fucking.
This motherfucker was really practicing, bro.
We need this shit for the soundboard.
This is what he did. You just give me something random. I haven't fucked since the 2000s. Don't nobody think that's great? Oh, I'm gonna go with the G's. Well, at least you know you can't get AIDS and stuff if you ain't fucked in the 2000s, because that's not when I fucked. Well, all right, next. All right, well, that was my room riff. Go ahead, hit me.
Black people.
Black people are my friends. Even though all white racist males say they have 5 black friends to prove that they're not racist, this means I am totally racist. I'm not racist. I got 5 black friends. That's so scripted.
Oh, dude.
I have 5 of them.
Dude. AJ loves the Addams Family. Da-dum, 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 da-da-da-da-da-da-dum, ba-dum.
The mookie eat the cookie. The family smells like dookie. The baby in the mookie. The Addams Family. What the fuck were they saying?
Dude.
Can you play that?
He looked like Uncle Fester.
Yeah, he did look like him, but the older version, because he was like saggy meat.
Oh, Uncle Fester.
Oh, shit. That's him.
With an even worse nose.
This one, though, that shot. That's him. That's him, bro. God damn. That nigga fucked. That nigga like he seen 17 Hollywood dicks. He done seen so much shit in his life.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh my God, this nigga seen the devil.
Oh, wait till
in real life, bro.
Until he gets by himself and then.
Damn, bro. That's an X-Files. Throw that X-Files on. Yeah, that's him. Son of a bitch.
Dude.
What
How long
you doing?
did you have to stay up at night to get your eyes like that.
Dude, that's a lot of porn watching.
No, that's worse. He seen something worse than porn, bro.
That's a lot of
something that he ain't supposed to be watching. Damn. What in the hell? I don't even let nobody paint me like that. That's fucked up. No, click on that one with the shirt, bro. Yeah, god damn, buddy, fucked. God damn.
Look at him shoulders. Oh, he's got bigger shoulders than me. Oh man, he's been lifting.
And then it sinks right into some tits. That's disgusting.
Lifting up Atlas stones and dead bodies and everything, you know. Let's get into it. All right, but the man, you know, he's very furry. His jokes, you know, not that great, but you know, it was a fun time at the Fourth Wall. All right, I think the Fourth Wall is kind of like it's the community outreach program. But like we don't have mental institutions anymore. Yeah, you know, so that's where the mentally ill go to the fucking Fourth Wall.
Man, they go to the fucking Fourth Wall, and we gotta sit through it. Apparently.
What up, Burgess?
That shit be fucking
Tree
weird,
says
bro.
you fags have matching shirts now. How cute. There he goes, dude. We got you know, Men in Black. We got matching chains. John's losing links in his chains. His chains steadily shortening up into a choker necklace.
Yeah, man. You know, that's why I wanted it anyway, to peek up out of the shirt, you know, so you get some light right there hitting you. Like, oh,
yeah.
Shit, really?
Yeah.
But, you know, that motherfucker lost about a few links, you know, because if you bend it too far to snap, you know what I mean? You can't be doing that.
Dude. What up, Florida Stacker? Yeah, we were looking at Uncle Fester, and we did an open mic with Uncle Fester earlier tonight.
He wasn't Uncle Fester, though, bro. He was like something. Dude was going through, like, some mental problems, bro. Like, everything wasn't good in life, bro.
Yeah, that's...
I'm telling you, he's like this close away from just pulling that double shot he got in the house, man. Motherfucker's going nuts, bro.
Well, we hope not. All right.
He is. This is just a stressful time for Americans, man. Like, everybody want to sit around here and play like everybody ain't depressed. We're damn near going into the Great Depression, bro.
Yeah,
Americans are fucked.
There's you know, antidepressants and everything are off the charts. Like, people using them shit. Like,
yeah, they're like killing themselves off the motherfuckers too. I'm not taking no pills.
It's weird because it's like it's the least violence ever on the planet, and it's like we live relatively comfortable lives, but people are like so disconnected from anything meaningful in their life that it's like, I don't know, people have lost religion a lot, and then like they kind of don't know where to go, and then there's like this big fight over politics. And it takes a lot to understand it and actually, like, not get emotional about the shit. So people just push that off. And they're like, I don't want to pay any attention to that. And then it's like, that's all the news is and everything. And then the movies suck now. Like, most of the movies, like, it's all the Marvel shit. It's like people are looking for something to attach to. And they're like, they can't find any motivation or meaning in their life. So they're like, fuck it, let me take a goddamn antidepressant pill. You know, they got advertised on the news.
That shit is just...
What up, Alan James?
Man, you know what? But, like, you know the crazy thing about this whole thing is nobody ever stops to read what this shit is even made out of or what they're even swallowing. They just, like, relying and trusting what these people are telling them. Like, yo, these pills is going to cure whatever you got.
Yeah.
It's like they probably tested these pills out on a fucking monkey.
Meanwhile, you're not getting any sun. You're not getting any pussy. You're eating bullshit food.
You're staying in the house.
You're staying in the basement.
Sleeping and shit.
Yeah.
It's getting out of the crib, man. You gotta move around.
Yeah.
That's when I'm depressed, bro. I like to be around what I love doing. That's why it's so cool to have a passion, man. Because if you ain't got a passion, you pretty much living for nothing. You know what I mean? Like, what else is
you end up like living for like somebody else's goals. Like, you'll be a part of somebody else's shit. You'll end up doing chores for them.
That's why you got like
for their company.
Or you become a diehard Michael Jackson fan and fall out in crowds and shit when you see him.
Yeah, you just become a groupie. You just end up being a groupie.
Yeah, bro. There's leaders and there's followers, bro. And me and the Chancellor, man, we ain't no motherfucking followers. You know what I'm saying?
Goddamn outrage Chancellor.
You know what I'm saying?
Only other motherfucking history that calls himself a Chancellor was Hitler. And I'm up here calling myself the outrage Chancellor. God damn it!
Hey,
with this German fucking nose, alright? It's the tyrannical impulses. We're trying to push them down, you know, at any cost, alright? We're trying to be benevolent, you know?
We're leaders, man.
God damn it.
I don't want to follow motherfucking rules, man.
We're leading voluntarily, alright?
I want to make my own fucking rules.
Burgess says, I always wondered, like, if like a woman is getting beaten and is depressed, so how is taking a pill supposed to stop the source for depression? Well, yeah, it's like putting a Band-Aid over the shit, but they profit hugely on that because a bunch of people for different life situations are sad, and then they're like, oh, here's a pill.
It ain't even putting a Band-Aid on it. What they're doing is psychologically fucking them. You don't know. They don't know what those pills do to you.
Yeah,
they don't.
Yeah,
they just tell you, and we trust them because they're doctors. You know what I mean? And so it's like, here, take this pill. It's gonna make you calm, and you mind fuck yourself into believing
placebo. Yeah,
I'm calm.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But you're not. You're fucked.
I thought you said take this pill to make you come.
No, I'm calm.
I'm coming.
I'm calm.
It'll keep you
CALM. Calm.
That's the antidepressant pill. It keeps you coming all day long, dude. You just wear a diaper and you're happy all day.
Just shooting right through those boxer holes. But man, it's just like, think about it, bro. They're really making you mind fuck yourselves. They don't know what happened to those pills. And then 6 months later, they have a commercial going, did you get counseled by? And they read it so fast to where you can't even catch on to what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah, and half the side effects are
like one word, like, hey, I think I got that. You know what I mean?
Suicidal, homicidal side effects. Like it, from what I've seen, it like numbs people to emotion. Like they don't get too high, they don't get too low, and it supposedly takes away the deep lows where people get in depression. But it's like, if you can't feel a high, then what's your motivation for even getting out of bed?
Yeah,
like,
facts.
If you can't like actually feel any enjoyment for what you're doing in life, it's like, what the fuck is the point? And Alan James immediately getting on KPJ says, whenever I get depressed, I watch Kevin Power Jr. and realize life could be much more.
Look. Let me ask y'all something, though. Let me be honest with me right quick.
We tried to call KPJ before the podcast.
Do y'all pick on Kevin Pollard because like he don't like defend himself, or y'all know y'all can get underneath the skin? Let's be real. I think if Kevin Pollard like actually stood up for himself and strike back, they wouldn't bother him as much. But I think they be attacking his insecurities because it's so easy to see.
Well, it's funny to like pick at somebody when they get mad about it.
Yeah. And that's why Aaron be fucking with me sometimes. And he be getting me, I ain't gonna lie, that little motherfucking bacon neck son of a bitch. He knows how to sneak his way in. I'll be like, nope, I ain't gonna let him get me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let him get me. Hey, John, are you really black? Ah, this motherfucker, fuck you, you know what I mean? He gets me every time, bro.
But yeah, Kevin has a rage response. Yeah. All right, and you got a roast response. And I don't know, it's comedy, man. It's fucking volleyball. You just hit that shit back, spike it at a motherfucker's face.
Yeah,
though.
Bro. Hey, is there any way y'all can spread this motherfucking channel out? I'm tired of talking to the same goddamn 15 to 17 people at night. I know you motherfuckers already. I gotta entertain you motherfuckers every day.
We were gonna poll the Outrage crews for what the fuck should we do next? Should we do another sketch? Should we goddamn
on Instagram Live too?
Should we goddamn do a music video? We were thinking Kevin Power Jr. make a beat and we'll do a goddamn music video for Halloween. And write up some verses with some goddamn punchlines in them and just get fucking wild. But, you know, we're trying to figure out shorter clips from the live stream, or just, we definitely still got to do the street roasting videos because that's that checks all the boxes. It's live. Oh, it's not live. We're going to edit it together, but it's like live on the sidewalk with real fucking people and this real interactions, and it's improv in the moment. And so, you know, we're just trying to, you know, get the numbers up for the channel and, you know, spread the goddamn word about the Outrage cast. Oh, dude. And David says, have you seen the depression med usage for women in 2019? For women.
Damn it, ain't my motherfucking funny bone. I hate this shit.
That's what it's designed for, dude. All right? You toughen up your damn funny bone.
Use it.
Toughen that elbow up. All right.
That shit popped my back. I feel better. Some of the therapists ain't been doing.
But yeah, women are on antidepressants way more than dudes. I think it's because women are trying to like pretend to be men. Like we saw this, we played this commercial last night. Like, what if men had periods? Were you on here when we showed that shit?
No.
And so it's like a comparison. Oh, and then guys bumming tampons off each other, and they were in the locker room with the shit sticking out of their shorts.
Like that, though?
They told me about that it was ridiculous, but there was this commercial that, oh, what if men have periods? But it's like, it's this equivocation of men and women, and it makes people unhappy because men are men and women are women. Like, women have kids. That's what they're designed to do. And so it's like, that's why they have periods. And so, of course, dudes aren't going to have periods. It's like a weird comparison, even in your fantasy world.
That's not like really why, scientifically, why they have periods, though, because they have babies.
Well, they have a whole reproductive system. It's you know.
But that's just getting rid of the bad eggs. They bleed them out. Is what I was told. Well,
yeah, it's part of like having a baby, having an egg in there that's fresh that can actually hold a goddamn baby.
We're fucking aliens. We are aliens, bro. Who the fuck has eggs and they hatch into us? Well, that's alien shit. We're aliens.
And it's like it's weird that women just put that shit aside. Like they got a baby making machine in between their legs, and they're like, I want to go and work at the office.
It's a thing that look like this.
I want to go work at the office.
That's how the girl's insides is shaped. They catch it in the little fallopian thing. You roll down here, come on down here, and it just sits in the middle right here until that motherfucker get through growing as a big ass whole human in you, and then you bark the motherfucker out.
John paid attention in sex ed.
No, I got 2 kids. I got 2 kids.
He was looking at the diagrams.
Yeah, they look like that, right?
Yeah.
The vagina, yeah, that's what it look like.
Yeah. It's
disgusting. It's very disgusting. I'm so glad to be a male. Ladies, I'm sorry that you got to go through shit like that. That's crazy.
Burgess says KP has a fragile ego. He's an easy target, but KP needs to not take it seriously. We're trying to get a rise out of him. Yeah, it's all.
That's what I be trying to tell him. He needs to come on here more, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he need to get his ass out the house. Kevin got a big girl. He does.
Here's the.
It's all in your face, my guy. Come on.
Well, the thing is,
I can tell he does.
Thing is, she's small, but she caught a back injury, so she started to puff up like marshmallow.
She looked like Mrs. Puff on SpongeBob.
Starting to get a little Patrick Star-ish, you know, living under the rock there with
Just
KP.
by your reaction, I knew it. You couldn't even play that off well enough, bro. I was like, yeah, she big. I could tell. Damn.
And there's a lot of, a lot of goddamn sadness around the Pollard household, I think. I don't
That's
know.
Fucking crazy.
We're trying to get Kevin Pollard out here.
I hear this. So this bitch is built like Mrs. Puff, nigga. On SpongeBob, Mrs. Puff is fucked.
Dude, it's fucked.
All right. Bro.
We're trying to get KPJ on the fucking podcast
I've been trying to get him to come out, bro. We called him tonight. I called him a vagina and some more shit. What did I call him? A queef. I called him a queef to try to like get him out of the house.
Called him a queef on voicemail. Like, yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Get your ass out of the house. We have a good podcast with you, man.
See?
It's dope when you on here.
AJ said that's why women were meant to stay in the kitchen. They already have milk and eggs.
Hey, man, let's not do that with the women. You know they ain't gonna do nothing but make Kiki, Denise, and Nicole get on here. We're gonna have a boy versus girl shit. Why do you white guys like doing that shit?
They do have milk and eggs.
You know, hey, this is an all guys clubhouse, and you can't come in here. And the black guys are like, we want pussy in here. We don't want a lot of white boys and niggas in this motherfucker. We want some ass in here. White guys, they stand firmly in front of their clubhouse. We don't want any girls in here. It's all men's club. And you're like, what the fuck? Who doesn't want ass in the clubhouse? Like, what the fuck?
What'd you build it for?
Y'all are weird. Not all of y'all, because me and my boy nigga ass and bitches in there.
You're supposed to sneak up and sneak a girl in the goddamn clubhouse. What'd you make it for?
That's like Ian LaRusso. We don't want any girls in here. We stand firm. We're going to read books and have guy time. You're just like, you're gay.
What's up, Aaron Freeman? He says, what is this? No time at the Apollo?
No time at the Apollo. Aaron, good one.
God damn it.
This is no time at the Apollo. That was a good one.
Florida Stacker says, I heard tampons are used for bullet wounds. That's the only time a real man would need them. Oh, my God. What's up, Tax Cattle?
On the internet, John. Okay, well, cool. I'm just saying, if there was, why we want to take it there with the women, man?
Raw Dog says, what happened to a woman who could cook?
What happened to you choosing the right woman?
They were having discussions last night on the Discord. Like Denise was on there, and she's like, "I could cook you up something good. You want a girl that's just a hoe, or you want a girl who could cook?"
And she's right. She's right. He said, "What happened to women cooking anymore?"
Well,
no, motherfucker, what happened to you choosing the right woman? You can't be fucking these 20-year-olds that was born in 1995 when Tupac died. They expect to cook you some eggs. They don't even know what eggs is, nigga.
Yeah, and they think the pussy is the whole thing of it.
Them as kids, bro. Stop fucking with them kids and get you a woman.
I don't gotta learn no skills. I got a pussy.
Yeah, and he like that shit.
Yeah.
He like taking her out to McDonald's every goddamn day and both of them stomachs fucked up. They're switching out in and off the toilet. Like, don't blame it on all women, bro. Blame it on your goddamn self for choosing the wrong woman. It's a big old motherfucking fit pond, ocean full of motherfucking women. And you go choose a motherfucker that can't cook. Did you mind, before you started looking at her booty, did you ask her if she could cook? I guarantee you didn't. You looked at her body and was like, you just assumed that she can cook because she's a woman. You assume wrong.
Looks like she's been eating good.
These ain't those days where women, moms actually made them get in the kitchen and learn how to cook and shit. We're in the era where bitches just look at other bitches cooking on Instagram. You know?
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is interesting. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Not the young ones. The fuck? You ain't finna have no 20-year-old cooking for you, nigga.
Oh, dude.
Ain't no way in hell. You probably like a sugar daddy age.
I did at one point. I had a little Chinese exchange student. She was cooking up that fried rice and eggplant.
Facts.
Oh,
Chris,
boy.
am I right?
Oh,
God
boy.
damn. Nigga always want to blame it on the women. No, man, what happened to women knowing how to cook? What happened to you dating women your age, nigga? That's the fucking problem. You out here fucking these 18-year-olds expecting them to cook. Bitch just got through watching Power Rangers, nigga. Think this bitch is at home watching Martha Stewart, motherfucker? Hell no. This bitch is watching Kim Possible, Power Rangers, Popeye, and Olive Oil.
Kim Possible.
Dora, these young ass babies. Motherfuckers ain't finna cook, weirdo.
Dude. Well, we appreciate the value provided to the free market. All right. We appreciate the value provided to the free market. Let's add some skills into the equation. All right. We know you got
what
vaginas.
What the fuck is wrong with Trump hair in this picture, bro? Bro, losing his goddamn mind. Pull that motherfucker up. Blow it up. Let me see.
He looks like he's actually getting younger.
No, he don't. That goddamn hairdo like it's getting even more worse, bro.
Oh, dude, it's all feathered up and fluffy.
That shit is fucked. He needs to stop playing around with that toupee, man. Go on, let it go, bro.
But like how he smooths it over, it makes him look like he has a 2-inch goddamn hairline on a 2-inch forehead, dude. It looks like he's got... The outrage chancellor can appreciate a nice disguising of a hairline. All right, so I like what Trump's doing there. All right, he's got the swoop around. He's got the he's got that lion's mane, dude. That's what it is.
That shit is weird.
Dude, he's out there on the goddamn savannah.
I don't like Trump? Because he make America look ugly again. They need a president like me, nigga with swag in that motherfucker that look good. Have somebody to represent us that's gonna look good for the motherfucking White House. You got this old buzzard coming out here, you gonna have all kind of nigga throwing bombs at us. This old ass nigga, boom, shooting bomb. What the fuck this old nigga gonna do? Boom, just shooting up shit over here,
what's
bro.
the alternative, Hillary or Bernie?
Man, no, get a whole new lineup. Get some old fucks the fuck out of here.
That's the point. That's why we got Trump in there, because we're like, fuck all of this.
Yeah, we want Trump got in there, bro, because he stood up for white men. He's like, you know what? I ain't no bitch. I ain't taking this shit. I'll fuck a nigga up. You know, and the other white boys are like, no, dude, no violence. We don't want that. That's why all the white people like Trump, because that's their hero. It's so many white people, bro, that when you flinch at them, like, oh my God.
You know what it is?
Trump like, nigga, I square up with your ass.
It's not even white.
And he gave white people hope.
It's not even white. I think what it is individuality. Like, he's a legitimate individual. Ain't nobody else like Trump.
Yeah.
He's a legitimate individual.
He don't give a fuck.
And he made himself into this megastar with the fucking reality TV show and the shit talking and everything and the personality and getting on WWF and buzzing motherfuckers' heads and being able to laugh at himself and riffing and making jokes and shit. So he's the ultimate.
Trump make America look great because your ass is old.
Individualist, capitalist president, and everybody else represents like, oh, she's a woman and she's multicultural and she supports the LGBTQ and all this collective shit.
Look,
where you're pretending people that have the same skin color and genitalia are the same when we're all individuals.
I don't get into all. Look, I don't even get into politics like that. But all I know is we motherfucking like. I don't think motherfuckers as individuals hate Trump. I think some motherfuckers don't even know what's going on. It's just like a dick riding thing. You know what I mean? Like, what? Everybody in the news say they hate Trump? All right, well, fuck Trump. You know what I'm saying? It's some stupid shit.
It's like collective thinking.
It's a trend. You know what I mean? Like, it's just easy to jump on a bandwagon to hate somebody than to love them. I'm not saying you should love Trump because I don't get into politics like that, but I'm saying it seems like a lot of dick riding going on instead of individual opinions is what the fuck I'm saying.
And what he has done...
We in the era of dick riding, bro. Everything is dick riding. It's about numbers. If you got 1 million motherfucking views and likes, hey, I agree with everything this nigga say. You can be smart. You can be fucking the sexiest motherfucker. You can have the biggest dick. You can have the most money if you got 9 million motherfucking views and 9 million motherfucking people, like, followers.
Yeah.
You are a president, bro, if you got 9 million motherfucking followers. I swear to God. That's the way this new age works.
Yeah.
You got 9 million followers? Oh, man, he must be right. He knows something. You got 9 million motherfuckers watching. Motherfucker don't know shit.
So we know Trump is going to
shit.
We know Trump is going to get 4 more years. Who do we want after that? Kanye?
Man, look. You know what? Let's fuck
Why
all
not?
these rooms. Let's fuck all of these rules saying you can only run 2 terms and that's it. And let's get Obama back up in that motherfucker.
Oh, no.
Why not?
Oh, no.
He made it look great, bro. You know what I'm saying?
See, but that's the appearance side of it, but he was fake. He was a snake.
Okay, well, check this out. Let's get Bill back in that bitch. We can agree on Bill
He
Clinton.
was fake.
Bill
Was fake.
Bill got his dick sucked in the White House. How much realer can you get?
He was bought off. You know that motherfucker was bought off.
Nah, hell no. I don't believe Bill was in that motherfucker pimping. Bill would do some shit I would do.
He's mafia'd up.
Feet kicked up. Bro, I would love to have so much power where I could just sit in the White House like, yeah. Yeah, I take that call. Just imagine getting your dick sucked on a phone call because you the president. Nigga, you know how much power that is? I'll be like, free everybody in the jail cell. Fuck it. Let them out for 5 days and then lock them back up. Give them a break. I'll be a cool president. I'll be a cool ass president, dude.
I just want a president that fires everybody, dude. I want that. You're fired.
Why would you want to fire people? I want everybody to be happy. Look, bro.
Because I want the government to be smaller.
No, look, man. See, that's you fucking shit up, bro. Everybody eats, B. What the niggas say on Paid in Food, B. Everybody eat.
But not if you're
the government
stealing it.
shared, look, bro. If we can all share and get along this, we wouldn't have no murders. We wouldn't have no robberies. Firing motherfuckers is gonna make a motherfucker go sell some dope and steal and kill some shit because he gotta motherfucking feed his children. He gotta eat, bro.
Well,
why you want to fire these folks?
Well, I want to fire them out of the government because the government itself exists on robbery.
You talking corrupt motherfuckers?
No, itself as a system.
I'm talking about if we can read like some Wakanda shit. What if we can redo the whole shit?
It exists on. You want black people to be all in the government?
What's wrong?
Put the Black Panthers in the cabinet. You know, damn it.
No, bro. This nigga's stupid for that. You want black people? What's wrong with black people being on there, man? I would have a cool ass government. I have T.I. on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because he expedition. Imagine T.I. being the president. We're gonna fix this expedition at home, boy. I would love for T.I. to be that shit. Hey, they goddamn bike head, shawty. We ain't going for that shit, know what I'm saying? Nigga throw a motherfucking bullet over here, homeboy. He gonna get these goddamn issue, know what I'm saying? Straight like expedition.
No, I support that. Let's have the rubber band man in the office.
Yeah,
I like that.
T.I. as the president.
I like that, but he's got to cut government. We
Goddamn
gotta fire some motherfuckers. We gotta fire people, dude.
What's happening?
Get the fuck out of
How y'all
here.
living?
But my point is, the government itself is robbery. You said we wouldn't have any, robberies going on. We could exist peacefully as individuals. We can do that, but the government itself robs you. There's an institution of robbery. That's what it's built on, is robbing your fucking wallet for its own existence. The government doesn't have any money. It only has money it takes from the citizens. And so as soon as people realize that, and Trump is helping them realize how corrupt and fucked up the entire system is, because they're all working together, the media and the CIA and the FBI behind closed doors to try to take them out.
Shit about Trump, or is this true feelings?
The CIA, yes.
Oh my God.
MK Ultra.
Oh my God.
Dude.
Yeah, you been programmed? Face ass.
He's exposing.
Yo, what the fuck?
It's exposing the goddamn.
That nigga say how you been programmed to say this shit is your true feelings. Because you can be like the most hated man in the world for saying some shit like this. You don't understand. You're going against the grain. You know what I mean? That's what they call it. You can't be an individual out here, Nick. You're going against the grain, brother.
Dude, you gotta support the collective movement. It's alright. You gotta be progressive.
I don't believe in presidency, man. I think it should be a motherfucking free world.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an anarchist. I don't support the goddamn system. But Trump is the closest thing I have to not supporting the system.
They'll send some FBI agents over here to collect me and your ass. The motherfuckers will knock us off and lie about it. Right?
Oh, they listened. They listened to the whole thing, dude. They know
they watching us.
They know who they are.
Criminals.
Hey, we see it.
We ain't got no privacy, bro. Because every time I think about jacking off, a midget pop up on my screen without me even searching it. How the hell they know that? Dude. Well, I did type it in on my search engine and they could have just picked it up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, midget booty hole.
Yo, it's just like that. What's up, DJ man? How you living? What up, famous?
What's happening?
What's up, baby girl? I like it when you call me Poppy Cito. You know what I'm saying?
Alan James
chilling with my boy.
Let's see. Kanye's killing it with his religiosity.
Yo, everybody's
David
going
loves Kanye.
crazy over the new Kanye Jesus album.
Yeah, it's a little bit strange.
Have you heard it?
And but I would support that over most atheists now. Most atheists they don't have any goddamn direction. They
Kanye
just
getting
want
weirder and weirder. Is it me? This nigga's out in the middle of the desert, hot as hell. He got on a straight jacket, playing the piano. What the fuck is going on with Kanye?
He's becoming.
This nigga just out here in the desert, just hotter than a bitch. This nigga got on a straight jacket and he act like we don't know it. This nigga just got out of the hospital, nigga. Just in the desert, in the fucking desert.
Dun, 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 you know.
What the fuck is going on with this nigga? What's going on with this nigga goddamn?
He's inspired by the
Kanye
Lord.
West.
Inspired
What
by
the
the
fuck
Lord,
is going
dude.
on with Kanye West out there in that hot ass desert in that straight jacket, nigga?
Dude.
That nigga's a genius though. Cause it's music. Like musically Kanye West is a genius. And I don't give a fuck who disagree with you. Eat a dick.
David says, I was listening to an interesting...
Kanye West is a motherfucking genius, bro.
I was listening to an interesting podcast the other day, an old school American anarchist from back in the early 20th century, Nick. Yeah, dude. That's what it is just let people interact voluntarily and have capitalism and do business with each other and don't have a third party called the government that steps in and steals your fucking money and is like, oh, you got to do it this way, though.
Yeah.
Oh, these manipulating fucks.
Why the fuck did Raw Dog put a hamburger and fries on there?
I don't
Motherfuckers
fucking
be
know.
high doing dumb shit. What the fuck was that for?
And then AJ got clued into the propaganda. He says, I want a Big Mac right now.
I don't get it. Why would he put that?
But I'm down for Kanye 2024 because he
I'm
seems...
not saying I'm down for Kanye to run the country. I think T.I. should run it more. T.I. sound like he know what the fuck he talking about, bro. I want T.I. to be president, bro.
But Kanye, he's into Jesus, all right, so he's going to have some reins on
Damn
the
it, we don't
goddamn
know what
behavior.
kind of Jesus Kanye is worshiping right now. He's in the desert with a straight jacket, bro. It's 200 degrees over there.
That's where the Moses shit started, dude.
This nigga's in
gotta
somebody's backyard in Calabasas.
He said
just
we're
out
going-
there beating on the organ. What the fuck?
He said we're going out there for 40 days and 40 nights, and they were
And
just
then
like, all right.
all the followers.
Like you
is
said,
so-
dick riding.
Dick riding.
All right.
They so fucked up in the mind that it's just like, Kanye gonna be there. He's talking about, gee, nigga, you know how many hoes gonna be in there? Nigga, I'm going for the bitches. Niggas is going for the wrong intentions. And you know what? The person that get a picture with Kanye is the quote-unquote the lucky mother. Nigga, you see me get a picture? Hold on, let's talk about that shit. Let's talk about motherfuckers being so hypnotized about these goddamn celebrities.
Yeah.
Can we get on that? Bro, niggas will, look, I got this dude on my Instagram. All this nigga do is sit up at the club, wait for famous people to enter the goddamn club and take a picture with them, and then go on Instagram and post it and put hashtag blessed. How are you blessed because you met Snoop in a club? What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Blessed.
Blessed. Blessed life. Blessed up. Always blessed.
No.
Prayer hands. Just because you met Snoop, nigga,
I had
in
a
the club?
I had a chance to
Stop,
do that.
bro.
I had a chance to do that
Stop
because
this shit.
Snoop Dogg was performing at a hockey all-star weekend that I was catering.
Niggas is tripping.
And I saw him walk right past from his bus to the venue at this
Oh,
all-star
God.
event on catering.
Yeah.
And he walked right past. I could have been like, Snoop, what a picture, hashtag blessed. But and then he
Bro.
goes in there and sings about long dick and hoes to
it's
these
like I
these
told you.
families that are watching the goddamn hockey games.
It's like
dude.
I told you today. If you've been living in LA longer than 6 months and you still running around here trying to get a picture with celebrities, kill yourself. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Have you not picked up on the gimmicks yet, bro? Them niggas is broke too, a lot of them, bro. Like, they really ain't out here doing what people think they are behind that screen. Like,
Yeah.
check this out. I seen Jamie Foxx, me and my boy Adam seen Jamie Foxx perform at the Ha Ha Club, right? It's perception like a motherfucker. There was no flashing lights. There was no camera shooting. There was no whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Jamie Foxx. It was none of that. I go on Facebook the next day. It's lights and cameras and motherfuckers all in his face. I'm like, that shit wasn't there. Motherfuckers hitting me up like, wasn't you there? I'm like, yeah, I didn't see all of that. Hollywood be lying to you ignorant motherfuckers, man. Wake the fuck up, bro. None of that shit is real. It's not.
So you went on Facebook and they added flashes
They
into
added like flashes. They edited that shit, bro. It's fake. All of this shit is fake, bro. All of it. All of it. These are normal goddamn people like you and I, but people treat these niggas like they gods. It's like, no, bro. He's like you. This nigga got to do this to pay his bills. If he stop doing this, they're gonna take that big ass mansion of his. Do you not get it? This is real life, bro.
Yeah.
This is work. This is real work. This ain't some fairy tale land. Like, motherfuckers is out of it.
Don't you want to take a picture with one of the stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Not the actual person, but the star.
But the star. That shit is fucking weird. Oh, look, there's Dolly Parton. Let's take a picture by her star. She touched this one time. Like, you goofy motherfucker.
Alan James says, met CleanTalkin Jon at the midget shelter. #blessed.
You heard me? Just stupid shit. Nigga on Instagram taking pictures with Drake's daddy. I'm like, nigga, that's Drake's daddy. Who the fuck gives a fuck about Drake's daddy?
The midget shelter.
Drake daddy got a big ass mustache and a Chinese motherfucking suit that got OVO on it. And
yeah, let's go.
Taking a picture with Drake's daddy, like, nigga, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, let's look
it's
at
Drake's dad. I was like, is that Drake dad? Nigga, don't act like.
Let's look at Drake's
dad. Don't act like
real
you don't know who Drake daddy is, nigga. Yeah, this Drake daddy, nigga. We don't give a fuck.
Look at Drake.
Bless life, bless up. I don't give a fuck about Drake daddy. This Tapatio mustache motherfucker. Look at the ears though, nigga. Look at this nigga.
Dude. Oh my god, what is that suit made out of? Curtains?
Who gives a damn about Drake, bro?
Dude.
He internet famous. He is. Shit weird as hell, bro. Why you do my man like that, bro?
No, let's put him in a suit. You better get out of that uniform.
God, bro.
Let's put him in a suit now, boy. Come on.
Drake gonna kick our ass about his daddy.
Oh, Drake got the same chain as me.
Drake's daddy. We taking pictures with Drake daddy now?
That's $9.88. You know he's a little bit Jewish. He probably cut the cost a little bit.
All this shit. You know what? And it's crazy. All them chains and shit be rented. Why you think the rappers get so mad when somebody snatch their chain? It's not theirs.
Yeah.
And then if that shit gets snatched, they gotta pay for that whole motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, goofy motherfuckers, man, wake up. This shit, bro, it's got y'all minds fucked up. That's why I do comedy, because it ain't nothing realer than comedy. You know what I mean?
What it is, oh my God, look at this. But it's mental masturbation.
It's
like people don't work on their craft and take risks, and so they'd rather try to meet a goddamn celebrity and take a shortcut.
It's crazy. Like, why? And she would let this old ass man with this old German Shepherd face fuck her too.
With that knitted,
for a little bit of fame.
With that knitted ball.
Ain't that the Virgin Mary on this bitch's arm?
That's a ball sack cover he's got on his head. I don't know what the fuck.
That nigga got on a retarded hat that my mama used to knit and put on my head in school. We couldn't afford them.
Put that on, baby.
Yeah, that shit. He got a kufi. They call it a kufi.
Keep your
he
goddamn
got one earring in his left ear. Like, bro, what's up with your man? Let's get off Drake daddy before you send them boys to kill us. Drake don't play about his pops.
I'm not saying I wouldn't step to that honey there, all right? You gotta, but the arms are looking thick, but
Yeah, that bitch kind of big. Give it a big show. Supposed to give it a big.
Oh, dude, well, yeah,
You know what I mean? Asking for no picture from no Drake daddy, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, the big women. CleanTalkin Jon is a fan.
Yeah, man, I do. I like a woman. I like a woman with something on it. You know what I mean?
He likes low drama. He likes some snacks.
Look, anybody can agree with me on this shit. Big women or women that got some meat on their bones, bro. That's just like not a toothpick.
Alan James says, "Is that the Virgin Mary on her arm? Fucking really?" And that's
what I'm saying.
That's Marilyn Monroe.
Is it? Oh, it looked like that. That was a fucked up tattoo. Hey,
that might be the direct opposite of the Virgin Mary.
Yeah, that shit's wild as hell.
That's Marilyn Monroe.
Mad Hatter, what's up with you, brother?
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Like,
shout out to Drake's dad. He's out there getting ass.
Yeah,
all right.
bro. My homeboy's out here filming him. It's just like, bro.
But that
he see Drake's dad go to that club every fucking night. Because he's on his Instagram every night posting this old ass nigga. I'm like, bro.
That mustache looks like Fred Williamson, though. You ever seen the trailer for the movie Boss Nigga?
That mustache look like it's protecting hot food from hitting this goddamn lip like habaneros and shit. That shit ugly.
Have you ever seen the trailer for the movie called Boss Nigga?
No. With
Fred Williamson? Oh my God! It's a 1970s blaxploitation movie.
Nigga to my blessed life, bless up. Cause you sitting in the club with Drake's daddy. Like, nigga, you ain't making no money sitting in there with him. That's the weirdest shit ever, bro.
Look at this fucking trailer. 1975.
They rolled into a white van in town.
The fuck you watching, bro?
Riding into the western town,
Boss
dude.
nigga.
Look at them all clutching their fucking purses and. Look, she's happy.
Boss nigga, she like, I'm about to get long.
Look, there's Drake. There's Drake's dad right there.
Man, for the stroke that man,
Black
mama.
man's law. He's black. He's brutal. He's boss. Ray Williamson is boss nigga.
Look at him. He's taking that shit over,
Oh
dude.
my God.
Fred goddamn Williamson.
Boss nigga.
Killing it with the fucking blaxploitation movies, dude. I love those old
Dennis
joints.
Graham. That's what's on YouTube. Check that shit out. What, that shit go hard or something?
Raw Dog says that's a pussy eating stash if I've ever seen one. Flavor saver.
What happened? What happened with you out there, bro? You fighting old people, man?
Oh my God.
God damn.
Florida Sacker says go polish Trump's star on the Walk of Fame on camera tomorrow.
Who? Tell who to do that?
He's saying us. We need a cameraman because we could do the goddamn street roasting tomorrow.
I ain't polishing no motherfucking star. I don't care if it's the president. I don't give a fuck if it's a famous actor. I don't polish shit but this dick. Fuck is you talking about polishing another man's star for? What kind of bullshit homosexual is you? You would do that shit too. Get on your hands and knees and wipe another nigga's star. You got me fucked up.
We're talking about how stupid it is to go and take a picture at a star, but even stupider is people have been going to Donald Trump's star and trying to break the shit with like pickaxes and shit.
It's stupid.
Like, what are you? It's a star. What are you doing, dude?
And then they get mad and be like, Jose, the one that dug up Trump's star, is in jail. He's serving a life sentence for digging up his star. Do not fuck with the president.
You do it. What
Motherfuckers
are you
weird,
doing?
man.
It's a star, dude.
It ain't nothing you can do about what's going on, man. If we don't stand together as one, as the United States, we're gonna keep getting fucked.
Dude.
It's gonna be some Hunger Games shit. That's the word. That's the way the world gonna end. Cause the women are getting stronger and stronger. So we're about to develop our Katniss, and that bitch gonna have a bow and arrow and be aiming at her with Trump. You know what I'm saying? And she's gonna be the one woman that rebelled and set this motherfucker off like the Hunger Games.
You saying a chick is gonna assassinate Trump?
A chick is gonna step up and take this motherfucker over because all the men nowadays are bitches. You see motherfuckers in North Hollywood dressed like straight up hoes.
It's a definite trend.
You know what I mean? They so feminine, like, bro.
People out here eating Impossible Burgers. I
done seen dudes bitch more about what's in their food than the women.
They're holding the front.
I'm like, God, is this gluten? I know ain't no gluten in here. It's like, you don't eat that fucking bread, I'm gonna choke the shit out you. You're acting like a little bitch in here. No, is it gluten in there? I ain't gonna cheat. This ain't a cheat week. You sound like a fucking faggot. A cheat week for a man? Bitch, I'm a man. What the fuck is a cheat week?
Meanwhile, John got a little muffin top developing.
Man, I don't give a fuck. I can get rid of that shit if I want to, but I ain't about to go to a restaurant. Can I have the number 2? But wait a minute, does it have gluten in there? The fuck is a gluten?
You know somebody at that party we delivered to up on Tower Drive, they're asking them questions about the food we deliver. We delivered a big-ass fucking catering joint up to the goddamn Tower Drive in Beverly Hills today.
I seen that shit, too.
Up to a man who worked at CAA, Creative Artist Agency, one of the biggest agencies out here in Los Angeles, and so I dropped my goddamn screenplay pitch in the bag. I wrote the screenplay pitch out, dropped it in the goddamn bag, dude. So, we're probably going to be getting an email from the, Creative Artists Agency about Panther Tail.
Did you hear that they gave Tekashi 6ix9ine a $10 million deal for getting all those niggas enslaved? What he did was threw their black asses all in the system. It ain't a doubt in my mind the government, that was his whole idea to take them down. They've been trying to get them motherfuckers down for a long time. It took so many of them niggas away from their cribs, like niggas got life. And then right after he snitched and got all of them niggas in trouble, he gets out and gets a $10 million deal.
I don't know if it was orchestrated. It seems like it just like I don't know how that motherfucker.
I don't know how that conspiracy though.
I mean, he was one of the first dudes that like really fucked himself up with the face tattoos and the crazy hair and was like
Lil Wayne was.
Well, yeah.
Lil Wayne been had on face tats a long time ago. Like, those little kids just came and revamped what we already done. What they do is, bro, these little kids, they go take our styles from back in the days, put a little twist to it, and then it's, the new trendy style is Fila. Bitch, do you know how old Fila's is?
I would have snitched too if I was him, though.
I wouldn't have put myself in no position to snitch.
Yeah.
If you know you're not,
you don't hang around those motherfuckers.
Exactly. If you know you're not about that type of lifestyle, then why put yourself in a situation when you know you're not like that, bro? I wouldn't stick myself in a situation like that. That's how you save a situation like that, bro. You stay out of shit that you're not about.
Yeah.
Straight up.
You know, but I'm not going to jail to protect some gangster motherfuckers that are already doing criminal shit.
Don't do the crime, man.
Yeah. Alan James says cleaning Trump star would get thousands of views more if you did it in a funny way. Well, dude, I'm down for getting out in Hollywood, and especially with the goddamn street roaster. We could do something with Trump star.
What did he say about the skit?
He said it would get thousands of views if we, fucked around with Trump star, because it's kind of been a thing of like videos online of people trying to destroy it and then people like defending it and like all this weird shit. But
let me stop you too. Hey, Aaron. Let me talk to you, dickhead, pickle mouth bitch. What is your passion, bro? What do you do besides sit on a motherfucking computer keyboard?
Oh no, Aaron Freeman got under John's skin.
I'm asking him though, because I really want to know. What do you do besides sit on this motherfucker and ride my dick? Because
Aaron Freeman says maybe Nick should have a comedian on the podcast.
Hold on, because as I can see, you watching me, I'm not watching you. You watching me. You watching me. So apparently you like how my dick tastes, bro.
Don't go full Kevin Pollard. Don't go full Kevin Pollard.
No, I'm going to get in his ass. Fuck you, bro. Fucking bitch.
Oh, Aaron Neck Friedman, dude. God damn.
Girl wearing a suit. Make up some original jokes that ain't about black people. Tell your mama suck my dick, faggot.
Oh, my God. What
This
up, Don Morgan?
A weirdo.
Don Morgan says, you guys have no bitches. You guys never have no bitches. Y'all two grown-ass men chilling at 3 a.m. No bitches, no money.
Don Morgan, you on here watching.
You on here watching this.
You fucking dumb fuck. You motherfuckers on here stupid. Y'all don't use your mind before you talk. Dude. You tune in just to say that. So if you got what type of nigga will pull his dick out of a bitch to get on here and type to 2 other niggas?
Dude, this is
stupid motherfucker.
This is Don Morgan.
No, we comedians, nigga. We do this. Don't come here with your slick mouth. You ain't gonna say nothing smart.
Dude.
Like, fuck is wrong with these niggas? Y'all get on here and say goofy shit, bro.
Come on, dude.
Two grown ass men. Hey, Don Morgan, I bet y'all fuck more bitches than you ever seen in your life. You goofy motherfucker. You a goofy. Cause trust me, if I'm with a chick, I'm damn sure not gonna be sitting here watching Nick and goddamn John on the podcast, brother. Where your girl at?
He said she's asleep.
That bitch ain't sleep. He probably roofied that hoe. Who the fuck would sleep with a nigga named Don Morgan? Think about it. Don Morgan.
You mean credit card scammer.
Mr. Keyboard Warrior. You don't even show your face or call in or nothing. You hide behind the screen.
No, he did call in the other night.
Call in now. Talk to me.
Yeah. It was kind of annoying because we were both talking over each other a fuck ton, and I listened back to it. It was.
Of course, he gonna try to talk over. You want some clout?
A little bit goddamn annoying, but What's up?
Ripping up bad comedian is pretty successful. Yeah.
Is
and you were, like I said, you weren't here watching.
Kiki in here? Somebody said something about Kiki.
Kiki cool as hell.
Tax Cal said the show should start with a 5-minute call from Don Morgan.
Yeah, it should. Cause him and Aaron, why you don't ever call in? Aaron, why don't you call in? You goddamn sizzling bacon skinhead. You call in.
Dude.
I hate that little motherfucker. And you know what? Aaron's so pussy though. Cause me and Chris was talking about this the other night. We was talking about if we ever seen Aaron with run his pockets. Like, I will knock Aaron the fuck out. Like, as soon as I see this old ass, we can be cool after that. But I'm gonna have to knock you the fuck out one time. And then I'm gonna take all the money out of your pockets, and then I'm gonna shake your hand, bitch.
Don't be knocking out the outrage crew,
I gotta fucking knock him out, bro. One time, bro. One time with Aaron. Just one motherfucking time. And I won't even hook you. I just want one straight jab to your face. I just want to break your motherfucking nose one time.
Don't be falling into violent black men stereotypes, all right? Clean talking.
And for Aaron, I'm going to be all kind of stereotypes. I'm going to break his fucking jaw I ever see him in real life. I swear to God on my kids, I'm going to break his goddamn jaw. That's a fact. Me and Chris was talking about that. Shout out to my boy Chris if he listening. We said if we ever bump into Aaron, we're going to fuck him up. You better never come to an outrage comedy show, pussy.
Oh, my God. All right, we're not fucking up the outrage crew. All right, the shit talking, we can handle it. All right, with the shit talking generals here. God damn it.
I just want to scare him.
Outrage Fight Club. There it is.
Yeah,
right. After we knock it out, and then we're cool after that.
I've been doing. Hey, Aaron, man, I ain't gonna even lie. He made me start doing push-ups again. So I was like, wait till I see this. I've been working on them cuts too. Oh my goodness! Now I'm fucking with you, Aaron.
Dude.
Sometimes you just get underneath my skin.
This is Project Outrage. All right, Project Outrage.
Tax
We're here.
cattle.
We're here on the goddamn. You know what it is, dude.
Outrage battleship.
It might be a
What
goddamn.
up with y'all?
Might be a goddamn fight club, dude. We'll throw down and then we'll make up after.
Yeah.
We'll defend Western civilization. We'll be
You
stronger
win
for it.
some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. You should book a fight, bro. Me and you, let's put the money on the line. We can do that. Set up that boxing ring.
I'm talking about tag team wrestling duos, dude.
Me and this the Rock and Stone Cold versus whoever the hell you is, Rey Mysterio. We bending your little ass up, boy.
You gonna get it standard, dude.
Anyway, back to topic. I should have let that motherfucker. It's just you know what I mean? He bring that goddamn rage out of you, bro.
We're about to shotgun 2 natty lights, dude.
I need to put this motherfucker. I'm done with this bitch. How y'all living?
Yeah, grab another one.
Now I'm fucking with Aaron, but he do know how to get to me. That motherfucker. They talk about comedians. You know, we take that shit serious. You talk about, look, I'm gonna stick this up your fucking ass. Take this
you
shit
asked
here.
for it now, Aaron.
No, motherfucker.
We're gonna make you walk the plank and we're gonna poke you off the plank with that shit. Right into the goddamn shark water.
Right in your motherfucking ass. It ain't even got the condom tip on that motherfucker.
Aaron Freeman says, I should book a fight. I'm a corn-fed redneck.
I still fuck you up. That don't mean shit. You eat unhealthy. Your motherfucking cardio is off. You 60 years old. You got bad knees and every goddamn
He's not going to be able to see you at night because he's going to be wearing them shades.
I'll give Aaron one gut shot. Drop his big ass.
Oh, dude. Bradley Murray says, Nick.
What's up, Black Bradley?
Nick said, Nick tell clean Aaron's mind on first day of the Outrage Fight Club. I'll bend him in half.
Oh, hell yeah.
Bradley Murray's running people over with goddamn bikes,
Bitch.
stealing
my boy
canoes.
Bradley. What up, man?
Dude.
What's happening?
Alan James says John found Nick's dildo. Oh my God, it was in my fridge.
Hell no, dude.
Keep it cool, all right? It's nothing better than a nice,
hey,
chilled cucumber.
What's the next sketch we need to work on, man? What did they say?
Well,
Did we ask them?
Well, I just
Y'all too. What sketch we need to work on? Give me a sketch, man. What we need to do?
Well, it's whether or not we can come up with a sketch, but it's whether or not we keep going with the sketch shit or whether we shift into something different. Try like a music video with Kevin Pollard or try some more on the street. On the street interview shit.
Yeah. I don't know about the interviews, man. It's already been done.
Yeah.
Unless you got a different spin to it. It's got to have a different spin. You got to have something that's going to get the people attention that ain't been done. It's got to be some weird, wacky shit.
I've never seen anybody just walking down the street roasting people.
Nah, me neither. They always had to stop, and you know what I mean? But we do it our way.
Yeah. And just stroll the boulevard, and then we edit that shit together.
Because, like, remember the dude with the belt? We can be like, look at this motherfucker with it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to get them people to actually turn around and, like, look at us and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Make a part 2 Men in Black. He said make a part 2 Men in Black. My boy.
And that's easily done. We can easily do that because with the characters got memory erased, and we can bring Kevin Pollard in as the kidnapped victim.
Remember I said somebody, it sounded like somebody back there. That's perfect to bring Kevin in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It is perfectly set up, but I wanted more than 100 goddamn views on the video to hype us up for the second video.
We did get that.
I mean,
on my Facebook, I got that, and on my Instagram, I think I got that.
Yeah, we got like 110 or something. But
we definitely was expecting more than that.
But like I said, that SJW interview video that was sat on 300 for 5 months, and then it blew the fuck up.
But you know what? I think on that Men in Black skit, I got like a lot of good feedback from it. But I think, man, at some time we was trying to like. Sometimes it did feel like uptight. It wasn't loose. Like how me and you, bro, we need to do shit to where when me and you in our element, bro, where we just loose. Like they need to know us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, cause we funny than a motherfucker when we just loose. When you try to script some shit, I think that's what it makes shit more difficult, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's better. Like, we already funny. So we just be us. You know what I mean? We put our own spin. It don't have to actually be like the Men in Black. This our spin of this shit. You know what I mean? Like, we can do what we want to do with Man in the Black. This our shit.
Yeah. We
ain't actually got to be Tommy Lee and motherfucking Will. We can do whatever.
Yeah, the street roasting, I think, is the best thing. We just need a goddamn cameraman.
That's true.
Tax Kettle says...
cameraman out here?
Tax Kettle says, y'all need to do racist stuff because y'all black and white.
That'll be funny. It would, though. Not like harsh racist, but I did what he said.
I like the Nigga Thomas sketch idea.
That's going to get us fucked up. You and me.
You know?
Yeah. Like I said, let's don't push it. Because I don't even homie. They not. It's a lot of motherfuckers ain't gonna like that dude on Hollywood, bro. You got to think, how many other motherfuckers like him out there? You know what I mean?
Oh,
it's a lot.
Tax Kettle says, have John talk to black people about white people with Nick there to respond. I don't know.
That can go either or. That could be a...
Should we do a barbershop type, LeBron type shit? I don't know, dude.
We just gotta put our minds.
Yeah, the race stuff is kind of...
Yeah, it's... And Hollywood is sensitive to the motherfucker, bro. That's not gonna make them... That's gonna cause, like, confusion.
It's like...
It's gonna bring in bad...
And it's unnecessary.
Crowd,
the point I'm trying to make with the goddamn podcast is it's not about, you know, the tax cattle going at each other. It's about, you know, recognizing the government's against us all. We're united against them.
About blacks with John there. Talk about
well, that one idea we had, or I think I mentioned it to you about doing like a show at the Fourth Wall, like where we have like a segment, like we have like a roasting segment, and then we have a segment like, is this more true or is this racist? Like, and you know, just bring
my
up.
Homie said absolutely right on the racist skit.
What?
We got to think of something.
Dude, I don't know. Ask Heaven if she likes watermelon. I don't know. That didn't go well the first time we did that.
It gotta be funny racist, not goddamn. That's some racist word. That, you know what motherfuckers used to get mad about, that watermelon shit. That's too no. That's where you don't want to go with it. No, stay away from that. Get to the funny, like you dating a black girl trying to get her to jump in the pool with a weave on. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's not straight to the watermelon. Like, no, that's a touchy damn subject. You know you gonna rile up people? Hell no. No watermelon, no nigga Thomas, no none of that. Just something simple. Something simple, because I'm telling you.
If we could combine nigga Thomas and the watermelon, it might be perfect.
That shit there be fucked up.
Dude. But yeah, I hear what David's saying. Making everything constantly racial is kind of tiresome after a while because it's already they already do it in the goddamn in the media constantly make everything racial. I feel like people are tired of that shit, man.
It's old, man. We need a whole new different.
That's hack stand-up comedy at this point. Like, white people be like this. Oh, black people do it like this.
Yeah,
you know, that's like
it's been done ages and ages ago. But you know what? We are talking to a whole group of 60-year-old motherfuckers on this bitch. They all get the senior citizen discount asking what skit we should do.
At the buffet.
Old as hell.
Dude. Alan James says, if you want to connect with the audience you have, you need to get political in some way. The old videos were all calling out SJW culture. Yeah. Alan James says, take on the progressive stack.
Oh, God.
What is a progressive stack? But yeah, you know, we got to correspond with Alan James, you know, off podcast because, you know, apparently he works in SEO and marketing. You know, lend us a goddamn hand, dude. We're trying to grow this bastard. All right.
I mean, the racist shit could be, I don't know, man. You know what? We comedians. We do what the fuck we want to do.
Yeah,
right?
David says, yeah, but ripping on the SJWs is low-hanging fruit, and even then it's been picked for years by less than funny people. Yeah, that's retreaded material, too. I think, you know, the street roasting thing is our best option right now. We just need a goddamn cameraman. I don't know. I got to take an outrage piss.
I'm trying to think who I can get as a fucking cameraman.
Talk to him for a second.
I don't know. But yo, I'm going to peace out on mine. I'm going to talk on his. Y'all play this back. You dig me? What's up, motherfuckers? LBGTQIAAP. What the fuck is that? Oh yeah, he definitely can. Damn. You don't know what the progressive stack is. You have videos on it. Who? Me? What's up with y'all? Not gonna read that. We're gonna look right over him. This motherfucker. What's up, Burgess? How you living, brother? You the only one that's on this motherfucker that's cordial. You and Allen. And my boy, motherfucking, what's the homie name?
What's up?
What's the old boy name that used to be over here, bro? What's Cactus Jack, bro? What's up with him?
He's over on that East Coast time zone, dude. You know, it's tough for him. Tough for him out there on the East Coast. You know, you got to stay up till 4 in the morning to watch the Outrage cast.
What's up, Outrage?
You got to be on that crackhead goddamn time schedule.
Well, he used to catch it all the time before. Did I quit stealing bikes? I never stole a bike before in my life. Oh yeah, I did. I did steal a bike when I was working at Walmart and I needed to hurry. I was late to work. And,
it was an inside job.
I stole a bike. Yep, sure did. Ever since then, I never stole.
Oh wait, you didn't steal from Walmart. You stole somebody else's bike.
Yeah, I stole it out of the yard
to get to Walmart.
But I mean, I'm quite sure they found it back. I dropped it off at Walmart.
Dude, they left it in their yard. It's basically a garage sale at that point. You know.
Okay, cool.
Take what you will. Ellen James says, John, progressive stack is basically the more issues you have, the more you are elevated. Oh, like if you're a feminist who's disabled, who's also trans.
No, I know what he meant.
And you know.
I know what he meant, but we got to think of something. We still got to think of some shit, though. And the market never sleeps, Nick. Somebody just wrecked.
You heard that?
Hell yeah. This is a bow. Bro. Oh my God.
People out here getting wild on goddamn Orchid Street, dude.
I'm trying to see if I can hear somebody get out the car.
Oh my
Okay, cool,
God.
whatever. I'm going to let Nick take the battleship back over because bike stealing John. You're right. Way to state the obvious. I just said I stole a bike once. You know, I also fucked a dude's wife while he was in the living room, Aaron.
Don't get defensive on Aaron Freeman.
Don't make me be the next nigga in your house fucking your wife. Motherfucker.
While Aaron Freeman is watching bass fishing shows.
Hell yeah. In there long dicking his wife down.
Dude, he's in there watching Bill dance. My dad used to watch this motherfucker named Bill Dance, the bass fishing shows. He's this fat old white dude who'd be out there and the majesty of fishing. Oh my God.
She still don't get it.
Yeah, Alan James says it's not enough to be gay for gay rights. You need to be black and gay for gay rights. You need to be black trans. You need to be black trans with a missing leg. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you gotta amputate your goddamn leg for the cause. I was on stage talking about the blind woman who blinded herself with the goddamn Drano on purpose, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, just to make her nachos taste better. All right. People out here trying to make themselves victims. All right. So they can get some clout on the goddamn internet and on the news. Oh my God, somebody interview me. You know, either that or take a picture with the celebrities at the goddamn Comedy Store. And oh my God, you've got some likes on social media. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, social media is you know what? I've never been on the internet this much in my life until I came out to LA, bro. I never been on Instagram and Facebook so much in my goddamn life.
Well, it's because one post can change your fucking life if it goes viral.
Yeah. It sucks.
You know, that dude, Bert Kreischer, I met him in Beverly Hills. He's a really big comic, but he went viral by posting that machine story. He has this story about taking a field trip to Russia in school, and they met some Russian gangsters, and he started drinking with them. and he fucked up the Russian language and tried to introduce himself, and he like called himself the Machine, and they thought that was fucking hilarious. And so these Russian gangsters hung out and drank with him all night. It was like, it's the fucking Machine, you know? And he got roped into a scheme they had to rob the rest of his classmates on the train, on the field trip. And so, like, he was already in with these Russian gangsters, and so they were like, that's what we're doing. We're robbing the fucking train. Wow. And so he tells this whole story.
This is real?
Yeah. But that's how he, you know, really blew up and he posted that. It was like a 9-minute story or whatever on stand up, and he posted it on Facebook, and it went super goddamn viral. But I just think we got to stay consistent and keep what we're doing. But I think the street roasting idea is an innovative idea that nobody's fucking doing. You know. What up, James Thompson? That's the Muay Thai fighter in the Outrage crew, the white Muslim dude who likes giving life advice.
I think I've seen him. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. What up, James? How you living, bro?
Mr. James Thompson. AJ says social media makes everyone less social.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
We were just talking about how it's good to disconnect from the shit.
That's why motherfuckers don't know how to talk to women.
I usually disconnect from it, and I just tap into it to get a pulse of what everybody's talking about, and then I look up the stories and whatever, and to see what to title the stream and fucking try to tap into the thread of what's trending or whatever. But other than that, I just use it to promote shit and, you know, make little creative shit like the sketches. But yeah, I don't know. We could definitely do some better shit with Kevin DeWitt, but I don't know if that type of video that we did is going to lure in the production people to take some time off and come help him out. I don't know how well of a connection he's made with them to like get a legit camera crew and have them come over and help us film some shit. But that would be.
I don't think he got it like that, bro.
Yeah.
I just think he got homies like you and I. You know what I'm saying? That he just know one of them do. You know, the right hand washes the left hand washes the right. I don't think he got like pull like that. I don't. I just think he got homeboys, man, because he said it was his friend. He was like, but he was gonna come over, but he had something to do. He had to go shoot.
Yeah.
Or he had to go be on the scene, on the set.
Yeah.
That's what I think. He's just a SAG actor, bro.
Yeah.
Just getting booked for a lot of jobs and just paying his bills.
Yeah.
I know a guy like that. All he do is his, you know, that acting, that extra shit is the way he pays his bills.
Man, I tried to go and that first manager I told you, he tried to recommend I go out for commercial work, and I stood in line at the goddamn Central Casting all fucking morning. I went up there all fucking, and I was hearing these blowhard, dumbass motherfuckers standing in line like, well, I didn't think that movie was all that good. You know, I narrowly missed the casting, and I met Matt Damon for 2.5 seconds, and I took a picture with him, and oh well, my family was liking the post, and I tried to share the post, but share didn't work, and then I stepped in some dog shit while I was trying to post the picture, and it was it was one hell of a day, and these motherfuckers, it was 7 a.m, and these people would not shut up outside of the goddamn
acting shit, bro, because
Central Casting, dude.
It's a hassle.
And
you
then
get up at 5 a.m. and sit in that goddamn line at like 9.
And then I got to the fucking door, and they were like, "Oh, where's your documents?" And I was like, "What?" And they were like, "Oh, this is the comeback day. This is like the callback day. You need to go to the first day." And so I fucked up, and I missed the goddamn wrong day, and I was like, "Man, fuck this whole thing. I'm getting on stage every night, dude. Fuck that."
Yeah, that acting shit is fucked up.
I'm building up skills. I'm not trying to just pretend and be in the background of a goddamn movie and
jump up, stand down. There's a bunch of monkeys. Go over there. Sit over here. Hey, you look like you fit this part. Come here. Stand right here and say hello.
Hate all that shit, dude.
Acting is dumb.
I want to be the motherfucker that writes the script.
And the motherfuckers that take acting classes are dumb. Why the fuck would you pay all that money to learn how to say hello properly in front of a fucking camera?
Yeah,
sit with your back up. This is gonna get you a role.
I took some in college. It was bullshit, dude. It was.
Why would you do that, bro?
Because I already had open. I was already going to college, and then like I had open slots, so I was like, all right, let's do theater classes.
Yours were electives.
Yeah.
Rico have a whole degree on his wall. $17,000
for theater.
Ain't doing shit in it.
Rico?
Yeah, just there. I told myself you gotta be a dumb motherfucker.
Oh, dude.
You paid $17,000 for a theatrical class, bro.
Dude, I paid it for an English degree. I started out engineering, and then I finished English. And so, you know, it's not helping me out, all right, with any kind of goddamn employment, you know. You gotta have the heat behind you out here in Hollywood to get on. You gotta have the hot
Thank
script.
you, Burgess. Thank you. Acting is natural. These motherfuckers are trying to build actors. They're trying to build comedians. You're born that way. Nobody's, look, bro, we're funny. We don't go practice to be funny. We don't. We're already funny. You can't make a comedian. Just like, you can't, bro. It's either you is or you ain't. You can't become a singer. Either you is or you ain't. You can sing or you can't. You can't. Motherfuckers, it's all a hustle.
Yeah.
I can teach you how to sing by using your stomach. You're using too much neck. You gotta get it from the stomach. Bitch, you don't know. Yeah. You sang a verse right now.
Well, how many songs you got on the Billboard 100?
Hey, but I did help. One time I helped Tank. I wrote a song kinda. He was missing a word that didn't put the spin, and that one word made that record big. Bitch, no, it didn't. One word of a whole goddamn song made that record pop, huh?
Dude.
People believe anything people say to them, bro, because the followers are. I used to work with Jim Carrey, and hadn't it been for me, Jim Carrey would never be funny. And he used to work with Jim Carrey.
I told him to come out of that rhino's asshole.
No credentials whatsoever, but here's $600 for the goddamn week.
Yeah. Because
you say he has pictures with him and Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Just robbing dumb motherfuckers coming into LA and it's just like, I want to be an actor. Yeah.
Actor's the worst shit either because you can't even practice your craft. You can't even like do it on a regular basis. You got to have somebody put you on.
Yeah. Adam.
Actors that don't do stand-up confuse the fuck out of me. Like, what are you trying to do? Like, are you not trying to be in control of your own destiny? That's why actors go insane because they're just like hoping for a fucking, chance. They're just hoping for an opportunity.
Actors up too, bro. They make these motherfuckers smoke cigarette, make them get fat, make them get skinny. Whatever they want you to do for a role, your goofy ass got to do it, bro. Hey, eat 17 pickles and get the sour mouth, bitch. And you're in the kitchen just making people do stupid shit for some money, bro.
I would not be opposed if there's any Hollywood producers watching. I would not be opposed to bulking up for a superhero role. All right, just give me some.
You've been trying to get shoulders for 17 years.
Just give me some goddamn per diem. All right, every day. All right, and I'll hit the gym. All right, and I'll get some goddamn handlebar, and I'll get pumped up. Yeah.
They be making motherfuckers like put on dresses.
Couldn't I play Captain America?
Making motherfuckers suck dick.
Fuck Chris Evans. I'm Captain America, dude. I'm Captain Western Civilization. Let's go, dude. Hey, I'm Captain America. Come on, dude. Let's go.
Don't do that, Alan.
Put me in the goddamn movie, dude. Fuck. I think we need to do a goddamn superhero sketch. Something. You're Black Panther. I'm Captain America. You can be Black Panther. I'm Captain America, dude. We need a sketch with superheroes. That shit could go viral because that's the most popular shit. And everybody wants to go see is the Marvel characters. We need to come up with a goddamn Captain America and Black Panther sketch. And get really racist with it. Yeah, that's what the people want.
You gotta hit me over the head with a watermelon and shit.
That's what it is. You're gonna be Black Panther. I'm gonna be Captain America, and I'll Jussie Smollett you.
There we go. That's gonna really fuck us up. You know how many roles we ain't gonna get? The fuck? That's what we ain't gonna get. We in Hollywood, bro. That shit is sensitive out here.
The last time I seen a dude with a Captain America shirt on, he was at the fourth wall. All right, and John asked him.
That shit was very gay.
John asked him if he was gonna have you gonna kill it tonight, and he looked down at his shoes. He's like, shit, I don't know. It's like, dude, you can't be that insecure as Captain America. Come on, dude. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, dude. Feed says people who like Marvel movies are retards. Well, we can appeal to the retards as well. All right? We don't have to have the super, intellectual crowd of the Outrage crew only. All right? We can appeal to the goddamn dumbed down masses here in the idiocracy that's growing up around us, dude. The idiocracy is here. It's not going anywhere. All right? We're debasing our currency. Our borders are open. All right, we're spread out militarily. We got the foreign entanglements when mixed martial arts is rising up, the fastest rising sport in the goddamn nation. All right, people want blood.
Like just gave a commercial and did not take a breath.
People want blood, dude. God damn it. This is the end of the American empire. This is the downfall of it. All right, we have Donald Trump as president. All right, we're hoping we don't go off a goddamn cliff economically. All right, we're trying to stave off the cultural Marxist tidal wave. God damn it. Oh, fuck, dude. Oh. What's up, Kiki?
I like Kiki, man. She cool. I like all the women on here. They cool as hell.
I got my car hit by a comedy teacher.
Wow.
At the fourth wall, it was this goofy Jewish chick with long fucking fucked up curly burnt out hair, and she backed right into my shit by that 7-Eleven across from the in that little spot by the hedges. Backed right into my shit, and then got out and was like, "Oh, I'll pay you." And by the way, I teach. I was like, "Oh, I'm a comic. I'm getting ready to do a set." And she was like, "Oh, I teach a comedy class at the Improv. You could get a spot at the Improv."
Wow.
Wasn't no spot at the Improv, dude. Nothing.
I would never pay for that shit. Ever. Man, it's all about...
I didn't get the dent fixed. Fuck it.
Practice make perfect, bro. The more we keep doing this shit, the better we gonna fucking get. It's no different from shooting a basketball in the goddamn gym. You shoot 1,000 times a day, apparently, eventually your shot gonna get good. I don't think nobody can teach us this shit, bro. It just gotta be in you. Well, you know that, and I know that. I would never pay for no fucking class. Ever.
Yeah, you gotta discover who you are. That's the only way you're gonna be funny on stage.
Yeah, man.
You can't put charades in front of you and think you're gonna trick people, because the IQ of the audience goes way up when somebody else is on stage. Even if it's a crowd of dumb motherfuckers, they can see if there's something wrong with you.
Why does CleanTalkin Jon something the web to be?
Omit the verb to be. He's talking about goddamn grammar and goddamn English.
Who gives a fuck?
Dude.
Y'all motherfuckers is nerds on here.
James Thompson says, was that super intellectual outrage crew comment ironic? Well, if you're following the arguments of the outrage chancellor, I consider you somewhat of a goddamn intellectual, but we also, we make politically incorrect jokes here, and we talk about people's hair, we talk about people's hairline.
It always got to be about,
You know what doesn't mean if you understand the arguments, all right, that shall defend Western civilization and the outrage battleship, all right, you got a certain level of intellect, but that doesn't mean you can't talk shit and go gutter on motherfuckers.
What do you guys think is gonna take for Nick's podcast to spread? Do we need more subjects, more topics? What some of y'all motherfuckers are simple minded, so I know y'all gonna give some dumbass answers. But honestly,
I mean, keeping going with the stand-up and doing bigger and bigger shows and making connections in real life is how it's going to spread and people checking it out. And also cutting out smaller clips and posting out the smaller clips, because it's hard for motherfuckers to tune into a 3-hour stream with two dudes that they don't even know. Yeah. And that's why the Outrage crew rocks heavy with us, because they kind of know us. We've been on here enough. There's no hiding yourself for 2 hours.
Yeah.
You kind of just... You get to know people, and so that's why it's a fun.
Said something about my grammar, just like we were talking about him being a British Muslim, wasn't we? Yeah, explain that.
What?
British Muslim.
Well, he's very into Muhammad and Allah. He's very
Allah.
He's into black women.
Allah.
All right. Apparently, he's got a black wife.
Oh, that's what made him go Muslim?
I don't know, dude.
Probably. It probably don't seem like some shit that was done it don't seem like an individual move. It's like, the woman has the power in her pussy, I must follow.
Kiki says Nick and John, those classes are really for networking. Well, the real networking
That's true.
The real networking comes when you kill on stage, because what if somebody's connected in the comedy industry? They're not just going to give you a spot just because you were in a goddamn comedy class. You got to kill. Yeah. You gotta bring your shit, and the only way you're gonna be able to do that consistently is getting on stage every night and working your shit.
You know what's so funny? I seen a comedian class, right? You know what they did on graduation day? This is what they did. They took all the comedians that graduated from their comedy class. You want to know where they took them?
Yeah.
They took them to the Ha-Ha to do an open mic their first time. Is that not a hustle? You gotta be a stupid motherfucker. We've been over at the Ha-Ha for years. Hey, after spending $8,000 on my class, you graduated to the Ha-Ha. You can tell jokes over here now. You stupid motherfucker.
You could have got there for $5.
$5, bro. You could have been there.
Fuck, man.
What in the fuck is wrong with America? See, if we can just get some of these dumbass people to be on
Well,
here.
now you've graduated from your comedy class, and now it's time for... Oh, we're going to the Ha-Ha. Oh, fuck.
Weird. They did that, bro. And I was like, who the fuck is this in here?
Oh, dude.
I said, who is all those people in there? Is that a show? Because I never seen it that full.
Yeah.
He's like, no, those are all the dumbasses that paid for this nigga's class. Took them to their free open mic, and he even stood there on the mic and gave them classes. So, when you get on the stage, you want to hold the mic about right here. Right, Bill? Yeah, about right here. Step up to the front of that stage and deliver with confidence. And I'm going, you got to be fucking shitting me, bro. You got to be shitting me.
Oh, my God.
We can do that.
You just caught it on a random Ha-Ha mic day?
Because when they said it was a graduating class, I went in there and watched. I was like, what the fuck are they doing in here?
Yeah.
They were all fucked up. The shit they taught them was fucked up. Fucked up. Bro, it was horrible.
Think of all the people that are profiting off of lost-ass people in Hollywood.
That's pretty much everybody that moves to Hollywood from wherever they're coming from. Lost.
Why aren't we? Why don't we run a comedy show?
Bit, bro,
No, we need to run a comedy class, is what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I told you. That's what I just said. I was like, we could do that.
Yeah.
We can do that. It's easy.
Dude.
We can really do that. And I got the credentials, the Hollywood credentials. I got pictures with T.I., Amber Rose, hang them up in the studio, boom.
That's what we do to the motherfuckers we roast on Hollywood Boulevard. And if they laugh a bunch, we're like, by the way, we teach a comedy class. All right, you want to try this? Come in.
Bro, and just scam. That's how you do it. Look, Americans that are rich are good scammers. That's all it is. You're not gonna get rich working a 9 to 5, bro. They're not giving you money for you to be
or you gotta invent some shit.
Bro, all you gotta do is know how to be a scammer. A scammer is lying to motherfuckers real good, making them believe to spend their money. Look, I was with T.I. This nigga don't do comedy, but hey, I was with T.I. Ta-da! I'm somebody. Come on over here and let me teach you comedy because I took a picture with T.I.
I was with the Rubber Band Man.
Yeah,
Look at it.
And look, I almost got a smooch from Amber Rose. Look at that. Tell me, I was on her TV show. New people that moved to L.A., bro, that shit drives them nuts. They're like, oh my God. It drives them crazy.
David says, is the Ha-Ha like a low-rent comedy club? Well, it's just it's a comedy club that has an open mic that you can pay $5 to just go into as anybody.
It's considered famous because famous people go there and throw shows.
Yeah.
And it has a lot of famous people on the walls, and he has pictures that he's taken with family. Like I said, a scam.
Yeah.
Look, I met Cat Williams. Look, Chris Tucker. Look, Marlon Wayans. Spend your money here. It's a scam, bro.
Get all your friends and family to come out here and pay a 2-drink minimum.
$15 at the door, 2-drink minimum.
And $15 at the goddamn door to see some amateur-ass comedy. All right, bankrupt your friends and family. Get out here for a bringer show, dude. You know, it's going to be great.
Don't teach people anything.
It's the big show.
Tax Cattle, what can you teach? Watch this. And this ain't even me getting mad. This is me calling y'all out. Besides sitting on this motherfucker, watching my life and listening to me and Nick's life, what do you do with your life?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Tax Cattle with the weird name. What do you do with your life? Like, what is a talent that you have? I bet you pick your nose and eat. I bet you like putting suppositories in your ass. You like one of them weird motherfuckers. Sit in the bathroom all day and just let his ass spit out suppositories while he pushes it back in and spits it.
And talks to himself about how women are evil.
Just weird, bro.
Women are tempted by the devil.
I bet you won't send a picture in, Tax Cattle.
No.
I bet you won't send a picture in what you really look like.
Tax Cattle says $15. Well, that's a bringer show. That's what
Yeah.
when you do good at an open mic, they're like,
you can teach English. Hey, James.
Come to the goddamn Bringer show, and then
I never needed proper English to get me anywhere in my life.
You bring 5 of your goddamn friends and family. And
you ain't even American. Is he from America?
Who?
Where's James? Where's this James dude at? Ain't he from like overseas?
James Thompson's in England.
England. What the fuck do you know about American English, you dipshit? Think about your own country, you British Muslim. Shut the fuck up.
We got Ebonics over here, all right?
What do you know about? Why are you so infatuated with America? You think we give a fuck about England? We don't give a fuck about England.
We're evolving language.
Besides when I eat an English muffin is when I think about you weird motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck about England, motherfucker. Fuck your goddamn proper grammar. Suck my dick. Is that proper enough?
Hey, don't be insulting Western civilization.
I'm just telling this nigga to suck my dick. Look.
Bradley Murray's from England.
See if this is proper. Suck my dad. Did you get that?
He said it like a white girl.
You understand what the fuck I'm saying to you, right? As long as you can understand what I'm saying, you suck my big black dick.
John's testy tonight.
Yeah.
John, he's fired up for Western civilization.
Got me fucked up tonight.
No, turn you into a redneck.
No. Yelling out cuss words and shit.
I'll tell you what, goddammit. Pass me one more of them natty lights now. Gonna get the rope.
Hey, fuck these motherfuckers, man. You gotta check their ass.
Oh my God.
James changed religions for a woman. He did. We all know he did. You know, you gotta follow what the woman says. You ain't got no power in your house. You a pussy.
AJ is right on point. He says, seriously, cut the streams into smaller clips of the best and funny moments, and your audience should grow. There is so much that is missed by anyone who hasn't been listening every minute for the 2 or 3 hours.
You've been saying that.
Yeah, dude.
We just gotta do it.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking with y'all.
Every time I wake up at goddamn 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. and I'm like, I gotta go do Postmates, and I have no time to sit around and fucking edit the goddamn streams. But, you know, I need to start doing the shit, I guess, man. I got to go back through that streams and edit the shit because that's the commitment it's going to take to grow the goddamn Outrage cast, and we're committed to it, all right? Yeah. You get out of it what you put into it, so we got to put more into it, and it's going to grow. And also, I think leading up to the 2020 election, all right, it's going to become more and more relevant. We're going to title the streams with all the political news and shit going on.
Is there a lot of podcasters that do like political shit?
In terms of live streaming for with comedians, I don't think so.
What about Joe Rogan? What does he do?
He does live stream, but he goes live earlier in the day, so it's normally around 10 a.m. to like 1 p.m.
So he does it like when people are on their way to work and shit like that.
He's got a different time slot.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't think there's nothing necessarily wrong with this time slot. People get a lot of viewers at this time. It's just, you know, we got to coincide with what's going on in the world, and it's going to meet up at some point. You know, we're coming up to the 2020 election, dude. We're going to ramp it up. All right. And we're here. We're on the Outrage battleship, dude. We're on the deck of the motherfucker. We're ramping it up from Western civilization. Bird says maybe a highlight reel the Outrage cast. Yeah, I got to sift through the fucking, the episodes.
A lot but I feel you on that shit. There's a lot of sitting and watching, bro. There's so much motherfucking sitting and watching.
Yeah, dude.
Like, god damn. That's a lot. 3 hours of motherfucking material. You gotta actually sit and go through it all so you don't miss like no funny clips at all.
Well, usually what I do is I listen back in the car, and if something makes me laugh, then I clip it out and put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
But that's only 1 minute clip. Sometimes you don't get the full context of what the fuck we're doing. But that's the best way to do it, I think. Clip it out and put it on Instagram and share it out. But I got no fucking... I got the most pathetic Instagram following ever.
Not consistent enough on that, bro.
Bradley Murray's sketch idea says, try clean stealing the Outrage hatchback, but denies it when he's in the driver's seat and make you sign it over. LOL. Say... I think Bradley Murray is drunk and high.
Yeah, what's up with him in the cars, bro? Him and the infatuation of stealing cars and shit.
He wants CleanTalkin to go on a goddamn police chase.
Yeah,
all right,
it's not happening. I can't go to the booty house, brother.
Dude, all right, we're not reenacting OJ and getting away in the goddamn, you know, in the Bronco. James Thompson says, you guys might do well to listen to some women. Whenever I tune in, there's only ever one woman there. who lives rent-free and doesn't even suck any of your dicks.
Well,
listen to some women. I don't know what that's going to solve, dude.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I said, again, these guys have no clue what the fuck they're talking about.
And James Thompson said his wife isn't black. And apparently he's been talking about getting with black women the last time he was on the call.
Somebody assumed that she was. It wasn't me.
Yeah, Tax Cattle says, listen to women.
Yeah, that was weird.
That's against Tax Cattle's entire ideology.
I mean, listen to him. Definitely listen to him. It depends on what you're listening to. Women, women think things out more than men do, bro. We don't really see past our tippy toes, bro. Like,
I don't agree with that.
I agree with women. They think things a little bit more than men.
In terms of relationships, they do. But in terms of in general, no.
Being healthy, in fucking taking care of themselves.
Oh, there's a lot of fat bitches out there.
Yeah, but just not nowadays. There's more women.
Women are fatter than men on average. Like, let's look up obesity in America by gender, because it's fucked, dude. It is fucked. Obesity in the United States by gender. Let's see. Okay. Over 70 million adults in the U.S. are obese. 35 million men and 35 million women. Okay. 99 million are overweight. 45 million women and 54 million men. Okay, I'm wrong.
Told you.
Let's see.
Well, I didn't tell you shit, but I was thinking it. Who the fuck?
Yeah,
is somebody talking on the
I
phone?
thought women were fatter on average.
Do you hear that?
Somebody's out there jibber jawing on Orchid Street. All right, well, according to Wikipedia, I'm wrong about the goddamn...
Exactly.
About women being fatter.
Whoever said we need to start listening to women, you are absolutely right. You're right.
Well, you were just saying the men are becoming over-feminized and weak.
I'm talking about, like, appearance.
I think we're missing leadership among men. Like, men have been... Like, they've been taught that shit. Oh, we need to listen to women. And, like, coming up through school, oh, you always got to listen to women because, it's in the daycare, it's in school, your teachers are always women. Like... Sometimes a man needs to be a man.
Look,
and take the lead.
Look, check this out. It took me to the age of 36 to realize you still young, so you ain't gonna realize it yet. Women know what the fuck they're talking about. They got shit well thought out more than men. We don't think like they do. Honestly, they don't. Whoever said that shit, he's right. You need to listen to this motherfucker. He know what he's talking about.
In terms of IQ, the highest end of the IQ is all men. But the also the lowest end is all men. You know what I'm saying? So it's a curve. Like the lowest IQ motherfuckers are all men. The highest IQ motherfuckers, like the Nobel Peace Prize winners, the fucking geniuses, they're all men. But women, on average, in the middle, they hold that place in the middle, and so there's a lot of dumbass dudes out there that could do with listening to women a little bit more. All right, but on average, I think that we need a little bit more male leadership and grabbing them balls and taking control of their entire life, dude, and getting their shit together.
Women just aren't funny. You're just gay. You gay as hell. What is up with white men and women are just not funny to me. And then, like, when women come into the comedy clubs, so many white dudes be like, girl, it goes back to that clubhouse shit I was saying. This is a man's clubhouse. No women allowed. And they really mean it. And it's like, who doesn't want feminine, soft, smell good women in a clubhouse in a secluded area? Why do you want so many sausages in there? You one of them motherfuckers.
When is the last...
Women is just not funny to me. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
When is the last stand-up comedy special you've watched performed by a woman?
I watched the special, you know what? Because the motherfuckers that's funny, they're out in the streets, bro. They're not on Netflix. They won't give them a shot. There is some very funny...
A lot of women are getting a shot. Bro. A lot of women are getting a shot, especially if they're decently attractive. They're getting way more Instagram followers than they are funny.
Ones, bro. It's because they're picking ones with a look. The ones that are funny are ugly as hell. I'm not gonna lie, because they had to go through some shit. They had to learn how to roast and all that. You ain't gonna. Some of them, you got some funny. I've never seen a beautiful comic that was funny. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen no drop dead gorgeous bitch that was just funny. They all had a little roughness to them. You know what I mean? Like, there is funny ass women out here. I'm not gonna sit here and say that there is. It really is. There's some funny ass girls out here, bro. It just
I'm not saying that's a sweeping thing. I just haven't encountered them.
Yeah, I have. I have. But you go to the fourth wall 10 o'clock, bro, room. You gotta move around. That's why you haven't seen them.
AJ says heaven.
In the valley.
AJ says heaven has a higher IQ than Nick. That's why she can get away without paying rent.
See what I'm saying?
We did take an IQ test on the same day. She scored 2 points above me. All right.
Women know what the fuck they're talking about.
But we're both in the 99 percentile, dude.
Men is just the muscle. Women are the brains. Men is just the muscle, bro. Here, open this pickle jar. That's our job.
How many bitches came up with inventions that changed society?
Well, they would have, but niggas didn't listen to them.
Come on, dude.
Men didn't listen to them because they think a woman's supposed to stay in a woman's place. They can't do what a man do. Bullshit. Yeah, they can. Ronda Rousey will fuck me and you up. What you talking about? She can't do what a man do. Dude. I guarantee you Ronda Rousey will fuck us up. You can see her all you want and say, she's a girl. She can't do it. Ronda Rousey will fuck us up.
Put her on stage. I'll roast the shit out of her.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's true. You know, but you don't know. She might be funny. I don't know, man. There is funny women out there. I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, there's no, because we're all individuals. It's not women are all one thing. Yeah. But on average, I think there's an evolutionary biology thing behind it of like, men have to have something extra. They have to have a personality in order to get laid. Like, yeah, you could be a handsome motherfucker and get some pussy, but it's like, it's not everything to a woman for you to be handsome. It's not everything for
Evan should be on a podcast giving financial advice for the hood. I'm dead. Like how does
Aaron Freeman's been going in on Heaven being a financial advisor and not paying her damn.
I know. That shit is fucking funny. That shit was fucking funny.
I need to take that on stage. She's a financial advisor, but she can't figure out her goddamn rent.
Put that down. You a fool for that shit, Aaron. Like that shit was funny.
Like how to steal from work and extort rent from multiple men.
That shit was funny.
Dude. Oh my God. All right. Heaven is providing, more money than...
I have never heard a man say we can do anything a woman can do because we can't. We can't have a baby. I don't want to have one and I don't want to fucking try.
And that's the difference. Like people want to pretend like we're the same, but you got reproductive organs. All right. You got the equipment downstairs. All right. You're more emotional on average, and you're more, you're the... What women do is they set boundaries for men's behavior. They're like, oh, if you went too far, I'm not going to fuck you now. I'm cutting off the pussy. Yeah. So women really regulate men's behavior in terms of who they select sexually, who they get with. And so women can't sit there and complain that, oh, men are acting a fool or you're doing stupid shit. It's like women have selected male traits based on who they fucking have kids with. So it's like the more you reproduce with certain types of men, that's the more types of men you're going to get in society.
You know what I just thought of? And it's totally left field. I think this shit is fucked up. Prison. This is, like I said, it's totally left field because it just came across my mind. You know, I got ADHD. Oh, that shouldn't even exist. But it's just me thinking. When motherfuckers go to prison, look, this is how fucked up society is. When motherfuckers go to prison and they get raped in that motherfucker, these niggas send a letter home to your mama telling her your son just got his ass took. They do. They send a letter home, bro.
What do they ask the address while they're fucking? What's your mama's address?
They know yours. No, not the inmate. The fucking the COs.
Oh,
and shit.
They
send a note home saying, "I'm sorry, your son was in jail. He got his ass took."
Do they send pictures?
No, I don't think they send. What the fuck?
You can see this welt here. Exhibit A.
Nah, but that shit is fucked up, bro.
He got his goddamn booty taken.
America's fucked up.
And a booty warrior, dude. Well, there's worse jails, all right, across the planet. I'm sure you wouldn't enjoy goddamn Chinese jail or North Korean jail. That shit's probably...
If they ain't taking ass, it can't be no worse.
Well, at least the inmates probably won't be black, so they won't have giant dicks to fuck you in the ass. All right, it'll be Asian inmates, all right?
I don't want anything in my ass, okay? I don't give a fuck if it's Asian, black, white. I don't
If you had to choose somebody to fuck you in the ass.
I'm not choosing because it's never going to happen. You got to kill me.
Dude. If you had to choose...
Over my cold, dead body.
All right, a Kim Jong-un motherfucker, you're not even going to feel it.
That's disgusting. So what are you saying? You would let an Asian poke you in the ass?
No, I'm saying
you would a black dude.
I'm saying if they're gonna hold you down in prison, you know.
And you prefer Asian.
I prefer Asian.
Holy shit! Back to this Bridget shit, brother.
No, if I had to choose.
You didn't. Why'd you choose Bridget? She's black. Quite sure she was gonna put
There was yoga pants on. There was no balls there, dude.
Quite sure she was gonna put some inches in your ass, nigga.
Oh my god, dude. What does James say? James says my wife thinks John is funnier than Nick, and she doesn't care much for blacks. She nearly cried when someone accused her of being black. Oh my god.
Who said that? My wife
James
thinks
Thompson.
John is funnier than Nick.
Oh, dude.
Well, tell your wife thank you.
David
Nick
says,
is fucking funny.
David says, I would agree America is fucked up. I would say like the late Soviet Union, like in the 80s. Well, the one thing that we keep going is the economic bubbles. Oh shit! I just got a window. Can we close our window?
Oh shit, we too loud, huh? I knew we were. That was me, my fault.
Text back.
No, but this is what y'all don't get. This is what y'all don't see though. If Nick get off Western civilization for a little bit and give y'all the truth, because I don't think y'all know the true Nick. Like, I don't think y'all know the Postmates hatchback Nick. Nick is a roasted motherfucker. It's just something that he don't show. He give y'all a little bit of here and there, you know, of he can roast. But I don't think y'all know what he's really capable of, because he politicking with y'all. But if Nick just gave y'all the gutter white boy Nick that be in the hatchback, this motherfucker funny than a motherfucker. You just don't know it. It's a funny fucking dude, bro. Like, he will roast the shit out of you. He just don't give you that.
We got to do the street roasting video.
That's a fact, because they ain't seen that side of you. They used to you politicking. They don't know that you can, like, kill somebody's self-esteem. They don't know that.
Well, I do it to the goddamn deep state criminals. We pull them up and we make fun of them. The funniest shit to me is, like, what they're trying to impeach Trump with right now.
Yeah.
Joe Biden and Hunter Biden are obsessed with sniffing. We already saw Joe Biden sniffing the children. Wow. All right, Hunter Biden is an admitted crack addict. All right, and
why does Joe Biden do that?
He's been sniffing that crack, dude.
Can we get a play of that? I don't know why I want to see it, but it's just creepy, bro.
Oh, dude.
Shit is creepy.
The Bidens are obsessed with sniffing.
Can we pull up Biden, bro?
Dude, pull up Biden? You want to see it again?
Just so I can. I just want to read his energy, bro, and I can tell you everything about this man. This dude, he's a creep, bro. And what is he to the Americans again? What is he to our country? What the fuck is Obama and that nigga doing so close together? What the fuck was that?
Dude, look at this picture.
That should be Photoshop, bro.
Oh my god.
He just snipped the old lady, so it ain't just one age genre.
Oh,
he does all ages.
They want money to look at that picture. Oh my god.
Sniffing children.
Creepy Joe Biden hair sniffing compilation. Oh yeah. Get a little closer. Oh yeah, look at that hand creeping in. Oh yeah, right under the titty.
That's fucked up, bro.
Oh, it's coming in right where Papa can't see it. And she's adjusting her fucking dress. Oh yeah, get in there.
Time out. He don't know none of these kids personally, right?
No.
He don't even know these people.
These are just families coming in and posing like, oh, look at us. So, like you said, dick riding. Like, oh, we're with the goddamn vice president. Isn't he great?
He's sniffing and kissing on their kids, and they're letting this because he's like a government official.
Yeah. Oh, there he is, right there.
This world is fucked up. This world is fucked, bro.
Oh, yeah. So, my pretty.
So time out.
My pretty.
So where the fuck is Chris Hansen on this type of shit?
Dude.
He's a fake.
Because he can't prove it, all right? He's got the goddamn power.
It's right there.
He's got the goddamn power. All right, but Joe Biden, he's not.
Fucked up.
That this is what they're trying to impeach Trump over, is that he pointed out that Joe Biden was trying to get somebody fired who was investigating the company that his son works at. So Hunter Biden worked at this company in Ukraine, and he was getting paid 50 G's a month for nothing. And the motherfucker has no expertise. It's an energy company, so it's like natural gas and oil. He knows nothing about. He has no history in that sector. He doesn't have any history of knowing the Ukrainian language. You want another beer?
Sure.
And he just gets this sweet hookup job because he's the vice president's son, and Joe Biden was cast with doing Ukrainian relations in the Obama administration. And so Joe Biden's on camera on YouTube saying, "Oh, we're gonna get this prosecutor fired. You know, we're gonna fire him, and I'm not leaving until he's fired."
So what does Joe Biden do for America?
He wanted to keep his son on that goddamn advisory board.
But what does he do?
He was the vice president under Obama, and he's been.
What does the vice president even do?
He's been a senator. Oh, he just stands there and with him. He hasn't done shit. He's been a worthless career politician. Hasn't contributed a goddamn thing to the country. And
America's fucked,
dude. And he's trying.
America bridge is falling.
He just wants to give Hunter Biden his crack money, and he's been known for getting that hooker pussy. He wants Hunter Biden needs his hooker pussy.
If our government officials are sniffing little kids, our world is fucked. Get this shit back to the dinosaurs. God damn, at least they ain't around there sniffing baby dinos ass. Like, just get this shit back. Wipe the human beings out and give this shit back to the dinos, bro.
Now you're talking climate change.
They deserve it, bro. If we got shit like this going on, we need to restart.
Well,
this is fucked up. Let's hope that next time Adam don't eat that fucking apple from the serpent.
Yeah, this is why, we want Trump for 4 more years, and then we want Kanye.
And what is Trump doing?
Well, Trump is just staving off he's not letting them have power. That's the whole point.
Provide more jobs. It's not all these good things.
It's not even about what he's done. It's about what's not happening because he's in there. That's the whole thing. We don't want So
why get that speech and lie to American people then?
Well, he's also he's been investigated for this Russia fake ass hoax that they try to purvey upon him, that he's this Russian agent. And, he had to deal with that
for real, though?
because there was no evidence. They did a 2.5-year investigation, and then they sat up in front of Congress
and
they were like,
that could provide evidence. He locked his ass up. Who's the fire marshal, the police marshal? Who was this guy?
No, they fired James Comey, the director of the FBI, because he came to Trump with some blackmail shit based on a fake story they cooked up called the Steele dossier.
And nobody stood around to get his side of the story.
Who?
What happened to that guy? Where is he?
James Comey. He got fired from the FBI.
He just stopped existing.
No, he's on Twitter talking shit about Trump all the time. Like he's a criminal.
This was Trump's right hand man at one point, right?
No, he came in. Trump came in, and he was already the FBI director, and he met him for the first time, and James Comey tried to blackmail him with this Steele dossier, which was a document that was paid for by the Clinton campaign to dig up dirt on Trump.
How do we know he tried to frame him? Like, where's the facts?
Because that's what
somebody else told you.
That's what the meeting with Trump and Comey was about.
But there's no actual evidence, though.
He leaked it to the media. The Steele dossier, Comey. So the Steele dossier is what I'm trying to tell you. Is this story they wrote about Trump that has no evidence behind it that says he likes to go over to Russia and get pissed on by Russian hookers. And they paid to have this story cooked up. And then James Comey comes to Trump and is like, "Oh, it'd be a real shame if this was leaked to the media." Basically just blackmails him. And it's like, of course you're going to get fired.
What if he actually did that shit, though?
What's up?
There's no proof to say he did or didn't do that shit, though.
There's no proof. That's the point. It's like,
so
it's all hearsay.
If there's no facts that it did or did not happen.
Because he's pretending like it's true and coming to Donald Trump and being like, it would be terrible if we leaked this to the media, basically trying to blackmail him to get him to keep his job. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying in all reality, there's no facts to prove either side of the party at all, him or his.
Right, and they were the ones trying to prove some shit happened, and so there's no facts to it, and so it's not proven, and so they spent 3 years and fucking $50 million on this investigation.
All of the motherfuckers is criminals. All these motherfuckers is criminals, and it's happening right under. What's the best
anybody that takes a salary from stolen money is a goddamn criminal. But Trump is not even taking a presidential salary.
Says who?
I can Google it right now. He's not taking a presidential salary.
That's not facts. Google is a search engine made by other motherfuckers like you and I that programs this shit into what we supposed to be knowing. This ain't a robot to just make this shit up on their own. This is typed in by another human being, bro. For real. Nothing. Who's to say everything that we believe in is real or fake? There's no actual proof of none of this shit. If you think about it. That shit, just because what a computer say, bro, that shit is not 100% facts. None of that shit on there is 100% facts. None. We're going off a search engine that was made by another human being. This ain't just some damn robot that just pulls shit out of the heavenly skies. All this shit is made up by another human.
And I appreciate the skepticism, but there's certain ways that you can verify things based on, empirical evidence.
Not through here. You know how many different search engines you can type in?
Well, you know how stupid they could make Trump if he claimed that he wasn't taking a presidential salary, and then they're like, oh, it's obviously he is. Like, nobody's reported that he's lying about it. Like,
we've all been brainwashed in America off hearsay. None of this shit is factuals. This is what we were all taught when we were little kids to bring up to, like these motherfuckers on here say,
yeah, there's a lot of
dumb. You don't even know the definition of dumb. There's no definition of dumb. Just because you remember what another motherfucker told your stupid ass over facts, it's facts over fiction. Do you have facts? If you don't have facts, then it's fiction. You can't prove any of this shit exists. None of us can. Now, you jackasses on here to think you know everything, you know hearsay. You know some shit that you type in on a search engine. You don't know shit factually. None of us do. None of us know facts. There's no proof of none of this shit. To be honest, just think about it, bro. There's no proof. Where? Who? From another motherfucker to tell us? Because why? Because we put him in a government official? We put him in the White House and we say, well, he's smart and he knows everything because he's in the White House. Man, we don't know shit. There's no facts for none of this shit.
And I appreciate the skeptical viewpoint, and that what leads to Tax Kettle says, tell John the earth is flat.
Hey, tell your girl my dick is 12 inches, bitch. Dude, we don't know nothing. You don't know nothing, motherfucker. You don't know nothing.
But the radical skepticism is like the argument people use for like, what can you prove yourself with like the earth is flat? Like,
Tax Kettle, what can you prove? What can you prove to me about the U.S.? Tell me something that's factual, that you know for a fact, you goofy.
Taxation is theft.
Shit that you did not get off Google. You tell me. You tell me what's really real.
Well,
you don't fucking know.
You can make logical connections based on the definitions of things.
If you ain't even a real person, your name is Tax Kettle, you faggot. Use your real name. Fucking idiot.
Call him Robert.
Whatever his name is, call in and talk to us.
Robert Ryder.
Motherfucker thinking you smart because you remember something they taught your goofy ass in middle school. You dumb son of a bitch. They've been telling us the wrong shit for years. You don't know. You ain't got no facts on nothing.
And I feel
you don't know shit.
And I feel that perspective because there's a lot of cultural propaganda that gets laid upon you. And this is the call-in number. If you want to call in, we got the Skype open. But there's a lot of propaganda that gets laid on you that you have to undo and relearn shit for yourself in your own empirical existence and examining your principles in your head and comparing it to reality. That's not what happens in public school. You just get fed this goddamn story about America.
If you didn't have blacks, you wouldn't have culture, bitch. You wouldn't have food with barbecue sauce, salt, or nothing. You fucking tasteless faggot. You spring chicken. Fuck you.
Alan James says, none of you motherfuckers go up in the hood, so you don't know nothing.
Bitch, I used to live in the hood. I came from the project. It don't even matter about that. Can you prove to me what's really real and what's fake without using a search engine? Until you can do that, shut the fuck up, bro. You listening to it's all hearsay. Everything that we know is hearsay. It was taught by another motherfucker who taught us, who taught the next generation. Nobody have facts. Just like this Noah Ark shit. Noah built the ark because it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. Put a lot of animals on there. Fuck the sheep and everything. We don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Noah? Where's the ark? Where is this shit at, bro? It's fairy tales. You goofy motherfuckers believe anything anybody tell you, bro. Yeah. But I'm the dumb one because I don't believe what society has trained me to be as a monkey to believe. You goofy motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You gotta verify facts.
You gotta verify shit for yourself, and it's very hard to verify information from news sources because you don't have objective news sources anymore. Everybody's trying to sell ad revenue, everybody's trying to get clicks, everybody's trying to be the most salacious and outrageous and get people to react to their shit. And so it's hard to get objective information on any kind of situation, but you just have to go back to principles. Who's doing the thieving? Who's doing the murdering? Who's doing the raping?
Let's argue, goddammit. I'm on some politics shit.
All right, we got a damn call. Hey, what's happening?
What's happening, Nick?
Hey, it's Burgess.
CleanTalkin.
How you doing, Burgess?
All right. Hey, man. You and me, man, we got a problem.
Uh-oh. What's up, brother?
Yeah, man, you're saying all this stuff about, you were saying something about how, nothing, we don't know stuff, and, everything's up in the air and stuff like that. I completely disagree, man. I can prove a lot of shit.
Like what? What can you prove, Burgess?
Well, let's start at the beginning if you want. 1 + 1 = 2. You got 2 fingers in your hand, don't you?
Yeah,
How you argue against that?
This is what we talk about all the time. Not to cut you off, Burgess, but you made me think of this. It's logic and philosophy. It's reason and evidence. You can reason things, and you can understand the logic of things, and then you can look at the empirical evidence and verify for yourself.
Yeah, I
so
know,
it's
I
a
know,
scientific
I know,
method.
He gonna tell me basic ass math. I'm talking about politics. I'm talking about everything that you learned in school is a fucking lie.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
CleanTalkin,
history.
Hold for 1 second. Nick, yes, I completely agree. But CleanTalkin is ignoring a priori fucking logic. And you know what that is.
Well, it's putting things together in terms of
Well, these are self-evident truths. I mean, it's not like I'm making this shit up. I mean, we're all living it.
Well,
you know what? I said this shit to ruffle the little racist guys' feathers on this motherfucker. Look, because a lot of motherfuckers be on here talking like they know shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you knew a lot, never mind, I ain't gonna even say that because there's some shit I can say.
No, go ahead. Just try to speak up a little bit because it seems like you're a little bit away from the microphone.
Okay, so does everybody come on here to agree or? I'm supposed to be a fucking monkey and follow everything that everybody says on here? Am I not allowed to think as an individual? Just because I think different from y'all, that makes me stupid? That don't make me stupid, bro. That make me entitled to having my own opinion.
Yeah, of course. Like everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Exactly. So this dude saying niggas with the grapes are you gay ass?
When that opinion runs against scientific facts, we got a problem.
Raw dog.
Raw dog's a weirdo, bro. No, I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying I'm not finna sit here and believe every politic just gotta type it in on Google. Okay,
no,
so
well, I'll tell you what, man. CleanTalkin, you're right, man. Politics is full of shit.
That's what I'm saying.
The system is full of shit. They're all full of shit, man. And it's I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, it's we're the best game going. Pick a country you'd rather be in right now.
Well, here's the deal. Here's the deal with Donald Trump and the whole politics thing. Here's the facts behind it. Taxation is theft. It's illegitimate.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's illegitimate. The whole system is illegitimate, and they're criminals. That's the fact behind the thing. Hold on. That's the fact behind the thing. Here's the deal with Donald Trump.
Right.
Do we know the other side is going to make the government bigger? Well, they're going to make the criminal problem bigger. So at least we're going to take a chance with Donald Trump. At least the motherfucker makes us laugh. At least he roasts the other side. At least he makes fun of the criminals.
I like Trump because he's real.
Wait, what do you got to lose? I mean,
I didn't say that.
This is a question for CleanTalkin. Would you have rather Hillary Clinton have won? I mean, if you did, that's cool, whatever, you know what I mean? But come on.
Say it again.
Would you have rather that Hillary Clinton won?
Bro, listen, honestly, and this is probably going to freak a lot of you guys out because a lot of you guys are atheists. Man, I believe can't no motherfucking human being run this goddamn country, bro. Oh, yeah. One person can't do that shit.
It's an absurd
Well,
proposition.
that's the idea. That's why of course, no one man can run an operation.
So to answer your question,
need other people to tell you stuff.
To answer your question, whether it was Trump or whether it's Hillary, it's still going to be fucked up.
Well, the Hillary side, the problem was they're growing the government. They want free healthcare for all, free college for all, and let's have the government take over all these major industries in the country. So we just want the government to be smaller. We want less of these criminals in our life.
What? She screwed Bill Clinton so she gets to be Secretary of State and the Senator and all this stuff. I mean, come on, really? This is just it sounds like a goddamn after-school movie. And
you know she didn't suck at a good dick because Bill was getting them dick sucks on the side. You know, he needed some extra.
You never know about Bill, man.
He needs some extra sloppy toppy on the side.
I actually like Bill Clinton, man.
I did too, bro. I'm not gonna even lie.
No. I didn't like what he did, but it's know, he had this way about him. He's like, yeah, I'm full of shit, and how about that? And it's like, you know, I kind of respect that. You know, he's honest about how he's full of shit. You know, like. I'm sorry to interrupt somebody.
Do you think we should even have a president?
No.
I don't either.
No, the whole thing is retarded. That you have somebody else representing you as an individual. That's what it's about. Is individualism.
Everybody, bro.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's a fact.
It's a collectivist mind state of like, oh, he's on the red team, oh, he's on the blue team, oh, he holds my ideas. Like the whole idea of a representative.
Fall apart because even the Democrats right now are starting to be like, yo, man, the Democrats are sounding kind of whack, and it's like, you know, like there's not a whole lot of, you know. So I think we're like, you know, like I'm on the Trump side, okay. And we're seeing a lot of people coming over, and it ain't no shit.
But you know what? I'm not on nobody's side. I'm on John's side. I don't.
Well, you should be on your. You should have a self-interest. There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing we can do. I don't give a fuck whose side you on. There's nothing we can do as a people to fix shit unless we stand up, and we ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, well, my thing with supporting Trump is not about Trump represents me. No, it's about putting a dude in there that's going to delegitimize the system and expose all of the cobwebs of corruption around it. So I want people to see what I see when I look at the government. When I look at the government, I look at old, decrepit, outdated ways of organized society. Like when we had representatives, like we needed to ride a fucking horse and have a carriage to ship mail across the goddamn country to be represented. Okay. And you needed somebody to represent you in Washington D.C. because nobody had a voice before there was a goddamn internet. But we have the internet now. We can communicate our voice. We can communicate ideas.
President you would have represent this country for the rest of its time.
A president that has a goddamn.
I'm talking about even if you can go back in the day.
A president that has a plunger and explosives like Wile E. Coyote and just blows the goddamn White House up.
If you can choose anybody to be president, even if you go back in time on the presidency, who would you choose to run this country?
What?
Who would you choose to run this country? Even if you can go back in time and pick one of those guys. Who?
Can I choose myself?
The world would be high and fucked up.
All right, fine. I'll be serious. All right, I'd say Thomas Jefferson. I like him.
Okay. You?
Well, yeah, a dude with small government principles who wants to keep the government small. That's the main thing. So, Murray Rothbard, a goddamn free market economist, Austrian economist.
I love Murray Rothbard. I really do.
I'm gonna choose Abraham Lincoln.
I know that's where you got all of your most of your anarchist ideas. Like I know you read what is it, Power of Market? I know you read it.
I've dipped into pieces of it.
Reagan? How did I know Raw Dog was gonna say Reagan?
Raw Dog.
I knew he was gonna say Reagan. I swear to God, I knew that. Him and Aaron would totally say Reagan.
Dude.
I knew that for sure.
He was a goddamn swindler. He was a fucking fake conservative swindler who opened the borders up, goddamn, for California and turned it.
So y'all think those two presidents did the best? They served our country best.
Well, I mean, I don't want any government, so it's like it's hard to pick somebody to represent you. Like I pick Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime.
I contrast with Nick in that I want a government, but I want to be as small as possible. Like I want to be as small and efficient.
Me too. I agree.
I don't want this great big thing.
I agree. I agree with that.
Well, that's what we started with in this country, and then it grew into what we have now. Like government always exists to perpetuate itself and grow. Like that's what they do is to amass more power.
They're like telling you like not to use straws and stuff. It's just weird now, man. It's like
Y'all think America is falling as a country?
The government's too big. We're in $20+ trillion of debt.
China, right?
We got all these guys.
Yeah. Like I mean, who could argue? Like, wouldn't you prefer a $20 trillion surplus over a $20 trillion debt?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we got hundreds of trillions of unfunded liabilities that the government has promised people in the future that's never going to get paid off.
Yeah, I know. We don't talk about that.
So the whole situation is fucked. And so we've got to radically get government smaller. It's an emergency situation. That's what Trump was. It wasn't like, oh, we just looked at this guy. He's the perfect guy. No, it was like reach in the fucking and break the glass and pull out the fire extinguisher with the red mire.
I'll tell you what, it'd be a hell of a lot easier if the fucking Fed would get the hell out of my goddamn way. They see us making money and all of a sudden they start hiking interest rates and shit, you what, I mean, it's like there's like an internal braking system to this thing.
Yeah, and we got small groups of people controlling the entire interest rates for the entire economy and inflating the money supply.
Did you elect anybody at the Fed? I didn't.
No, they're all unelected, and it came, the Federal Reserve, it came about in 1913. They took over the money creation for the United States. And so ever since then, our dollar has been devalued 95+%.
That's crazy.
That's why you used to be able to get a fucking hamburger for $0.25, and now it's $0.25 short of $9. And we're like, what the fuck happened?
I'll tell you what, though, you have to hand it to him. Like, when it comes to villainy, that's a pretty good scam. You know what I mean? You're charging interest on money that you're printing out of nothing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
that's pretty genius.
It's the creature from Jekyll Island. That's the ultimate conspiracy. Exactly. The ultimate goddamn, cabal conspiracy where they, get together and take over the goddamn money creation from Congress and everything.
Yeah, man. And I tell you what, man, like, I don't like that shit.
I mean,
I'm not a fan.
it's ultimately going to get corrupted when you put all that power in the hands of Congress. They're like, oh, well, the money creation power. Oh, we can just dictate what happens in the economy. We can just get in there and manipulate. Oh, my God, it's so fun.
Like, shouldn't that power be in the hands of the fucking mint? Like, who the hell is the Federal Reserve anyway? Like, I mean, there's Federal Express. I mean, like, at this point, everybody knows. Everybody knows. It's not a conspiracy anymore. We all know.
Yeah, it's super collectivist to be able to think that you as a megalomaniacal fucking super villain can sit in the goddamn Federal Reserve and dictate the entire economy. All right, it's like prices and interest rates. That has to be something that's dictated by companies doing their own thing and competing in the free market, and then the natural process of capitalism will work.
It's like they're throttling the whole damn thing. But I'll tell you what, like,
but we would never.
Topics real quick.
Real quick. That's how we finance wars. We would never get these big world wars accomplished if the Fed didn't print all this money and inject it into the goddamn economy, because they would never be able to go into that, justify going into that amount of debt.
I'll tell you what, like with the Federal Reserve, this is central bank number 2. The first central bank was destroyed by Andrew Jackson. I think that was like his dying words. I killed the bank, and then he died.
Yeah, did he die in a duel? That motherfucker was bad as hell.
No, I think he got sick and died of like old age. You know what I mean?
I know that motherfucker was out fighting duels. Can you imagine being in that times when you had a disagreement with a motherfucker and you had to step outside and have a duel?
Oh yeah. And if you didn't show up for the duel, they'd like post like pictures all over the town saying you're a pussy.
Yeah. Before they even had pictures, they would draw a picture of you and post it around.
Yeah. They draw a picture and they'd be like, pussy don't want to show up,
Yeah, you were not getting any ass after that. If you didn't show up to the duel.
No. Your social status is like 0. Like you might as well just move.
I gotta piss real quick too. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I gotta get off this thing. Like, I'm hungry.
Why every time Nick go to the bathroom, you gotta get off the phone? You don't like talking to black people on the phone, motherfucker?
What are you talking about, man?
I'm fucking with you, Burgess.
I'm talking, man. You guys take it easy, man.
Hey, man, you too, man. Have a great night, bro.
All right, bye.
See you. Somebody else call in. Kiki, can you call in? Talk to us. Holla at your boy. Raw Dog, you gotta be more original. That shit's old already. I don't know why I get on here and like try to make somebody like mad about some goofy shit. Dude, we comedians. We done heard everything under the sun. And the grape and the red, that shit's so old, bro. Come on, man. Be more original. Give me some shit I ain't never heard of, Raw Dog. Come on, bro. You can do better than that. You better than that. Burgess is racist. Yeah, did you see him get off the phone with me, Alan James? Burgess is a huge racist. Oh my God. Every time Nick says he gotta go to the restroom, Burgess get the fuck offline. I'm just now noticing, all right, CleanTalkin, I gotta get up out of here. It's like the KKK is gonna kill him for talking to a black guy on the phone or some shit in Colorado. He gets the fuck off quick.
Burgess is an equal opportunity Satanist, all right? He doesn't...
I know, I'm fucking with him. I love Burgess, man. He's a good guy, bro.
He wants to sacrifice everybody equally.
He's a good guy. Andrew Jackson is printed on $20 bills.
Ironically, Andrew Jackson is printed
He said, yep, we all saw it.
By the central bank. Yeah, dude.
Hey, shout out Burgess for that, bro. So the only color I see is green. That's a fact. Blue now. They got blue hundreds too. But on the real, man, I love y'all Outrage. I don't give a fuck, man. Y'all some good people. You know what I'm saying? I keep this shit going. What is this? Hopefully this is Don Morgan. Yes, sir.
Hey.
316, that's Kansas.
What's that?
Is it Burgess?
It might be Robert Rydell.
Hey, hello? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, what's up? Where you calling from? You from Kansas. That's a 316. That's Wichita.
Yeah, it's Robert Rydell.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, bro? What's up, bro? How you living?
What's happening?
So I want to call in. I know I think Clean wanted to talk to me, but I want to first say that I appreciate what he was saying about free thought, free thinking. I really appreciate that. So like atheism being absurd, that's one thing we can agree on. And I think what's going on, John, is that the school is teaching us a bunch of lies. They want us to think a certain way.
Thank
So
you.
They teach us that in school, and then they don't want us to believe, let's say, in God, because they're basically teaching us like evolution and
Facts.
glowing birds and all this other stuff to make us think a certain way.
They want everybody to be robots, and as soon as somebody think outside a line, you're automatically stupid or weird. Am I wrong or am I right?
And they put you in special ed.
As soon as you don't think like somebody else, bro, you're dumb.
Yeah.
And they got everybody, that's what you call a monkey. Motherfuckers that's easily trained is what they call monkeys. And that's what anybody is that don't think outside of the box for them goddamn selves, bro. You a monkey. You a fucking follower.
I do think evolution is the best explanation we have for the arising of human beings. But, go ahead, Robert Rydell.
Well, they use social shame, like John is saying, that they use a sort of like, oh, well, this is the agreed upon narrative. And so they use this sort of social shame, like you're in high school, and they're going to look at you weird, so you can't think anything outside of what is held as the general accepted truth. So if you start going around saying, well, I don't think this is the way they teach us in school, well, then you're a dummy.
Facts.
And, they use that against you. They use like a social thing. It's about like, oh, you don't fit in now. It's not about the truth. It's about, oh, you're not a part of us now.
And it goes back to that individuality you was talking about. We're not allowed to be individuals. Stand in a single file line.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, that's what they want us to do. Stand in a single file line. You're not allowed to think outside of the box. Motherfucker, if you think black is white, your ass is, you in trouble.
Rows of desks.
You're gonna wake up the others, right?
Yeah, it's Soviet style. It's Soviet style, like communist training to get you to be an efficient factory worker, to get you to buy into the system, not question it, be like, the government's here to help me. I'm just gonna do my thing and work in the factory until I die of a fucking heart attack at 67.
Facts.
And that's what they want you. That's their value. They want you to go into a bunch of debt, all right, and have your family pay it off when you die of a heart attack at 67.
Yeah, man.
That's
crazy.
But if you think outside of the box, the best way of doing that is logic and critical thinking, and doing what John was doing, the radical skepticism of going back to first principles and be like, okay, what can I prove?
Look,
what is the root of the problems that we're facing? And that's when I came to, that taxation is theft, like, and we're accepting this shit.
Everybody that thought outside of the box became a genius. Like, right. Okay, check out Albert Einstein, right? When this motherfucker started inventing, like, light bulbs, which they say a black man invented light bulbs first, hey, I don't fucking know.
But them light bulbs had peanut butter on them.
I don't know. I don't know who invented the motherfucker, but all I know, the political way, to be politically correct, Albert Einstein was the nigga that created the light bulbs. We don't know. I don't know, right? But I guarantee you was a motherfucker going, no, you can only get light from matches. And when Albert Einstein was like, nah, I got another way you can get motherfucking lights from this goddamn light bulb. I bet you 1 million motherfuckers call him a dumbass. I guarantee. Until he proved them that you can get light out of this goddamn light bulb. And it's like, oh, you really can do it. Oh, yeah, you bunch of fucking monkeys. You're stupid. They got y'all trained to believe what they want y'all to believe, you fucking jackass. You don't know shit. You don't think. you don't know as much as you think you know.
And I appreciate the sentiment
It's a
there
fact.
of the dick riding, the point that you're getting at. I appreciate that, but it was Thomas Edison that invented the light bulb.
Okay, well, whoever it was, Albert Einstein, Thomas Edison, one of them motherfuckers that we praise. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
One of them motherfuckers.
It's hard to prove out any of Albert Einstein's goddamn theories because you got to know all these complicated mathematical equations and
who's to say these motherfuckers really created this shit? What if they just stumbled around and found a light bulb in a cave? We don't fucking know.
I've never understood that shit. How a math equation on a board can describe physics. Like, I've never understood that shit, dude. That's why I'm not an engineer. All right, that's why we're here talking shit on the deck of the Outrage battleship, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm whatever you guys say I am. I don't give a fuck.
I am whatever you say I am.
And if I wasn't, then why would I say I am? I'm that monkey. I'm watermelon. And what's so crazy about it, Aaron? And I'm not even mad at you. Is you're ignorant, bro. You need help. You fucking need help. You was raised on a little fucking farm.
He said I gave my cat acid once.
With a devil grandpa that taught you everything you know, and you're absolutely wrong about everything you know, you dipshit. I don't even eat watermelon. God. I hate that shit.
Oh my God.
Don't eat it at all. I don't even eat fruit like that. But dude is such a what made me mad about Aaron is he's a fucking old school racist. Like one of them motherfuckers he was set on the lap of his old Vietnam grandpa type of racist. It ain't even like new shit racist. It's like, you eat watermelon with like fucking tobacco on the side of his fucking mouth. Dude is a goofy. Just one of those old school races that you just want to knock the fuck out.
Don't mind Aaron. He's just out at the lake. You
know?
know?
Yo, bro, but he maybe would have kicked his ass off that boat and have a hammerhead eat him up. Yeah, your hammerhead. Just eat his bitch ass up.
And then you did that bit on stage tonight about the white people looking at the hammerheads?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you need to throw in that shit if they have Sarah McLachlan in their head to calm themselves down when they're looking at
I'm going to work on that shit. I'm going to do it.
When they look at the
Thank you, Aaron. You're cool.
Oh, the chicken and watermelon emojis are flowing.
Maybe that shit makes heaven mad, but that shit don't make me mad.
CleanTalkin, he barely even ate a meal today, all right? There was no chicken, there was no watermelon.
It's pizza. We had pizza. Is that white people shit or is that black people shit?
Alan James says Aaron's grandpa made the best barbecue.
Did he? Probably did.
He's saying that because of my joke about my racist grandpa, and that's why we were over at his house, because he could also smoke one hell of a brisket.
We still got the caller on the line.
I think Robert Riddle dropped off.
Yeah, we totally just lost him. All this racist, goofy shit, man, grow up.
Dude. Racist people make the best barbecue.
But check this out. Hey, Aaron, what was your encounter with a black person that made you act the way you act?
The racism tenderizes the meat.
I guarantee you some big dick black dude snuck in his house, fucked the shit out of his wife, and he couldn't fit anymore, and that's his problem. His ass cheeks is sinking. He's tired.
His ass cheeks is sinking.
Because the walls are so deep that his body has to cave in to even feel the wall, you know? I bet you some big black dude with a big cock fucked the shit out of her. I guarantee you your wife like big black cocks. Give her my number and let me talk to her. Look, this is what we're going to do, Aaron. Give your wife my number. I'm going to get her on three-way. You be on the line and you just stay shut. You don't say nothing. And I guarantee you your wife love black men.
Clean Trigger John, everybody.
You goddamn right.
Clean.
I hate that motherfucker.
I guarantee
That
if you
motherfucker-
met Aaron Freeman in real life, you guys would end up fishing.
We would. But since I don't know him, and that motherfucker's behind that screen, and you know what? I will fucking fish with Aaron. I'm a cool guy like that. It's just some in the moment shit. You know what I'm saying? This is all in the moment. Because if I met him in real life, and if he respected me, and we got along, I would definitely go fishing with the brother. Why the fuck not?
Dude, we need to
We
go.
would barbecue, eat in the backyard, bro.
We need to go fishing somewhere.
That'd be dope.
That would be.
I love fishing. Getting high, drunk, fishing. Why not?
Dude.
That shit is the most peaceful shit in the world.
We're in LA. It's so metropolis.
Where the fuck we gotta go to fish? I guarantee you somewhere around here, bro, we can go fishing.
Yeah. That would be
Might catch a homeless bum, pick his ass up over the rim. Like, what the fuck?
Dude, that'd be something to film.
Nah, Aaron, you cool, bro.
No, we're just talking shit, Aaron Freeman.
Yeah, man, you cool.
Don Morgan, call in if you want to, dude. You're hanging out.
A couple
All right.
more lines, actually. What did he say? What does it mean?
David says not believing in conspiracy theories is super gay. John believes in conspiracy theories. All right, motherfuckers get together, they hatch plans. All right, they execute them.
Yeah, I mean, look, that could be me psychologically getting fucked from watching YouTube. Like I said, there is no facts of what's really going on, bro. There's no facts. Everything we know is hearsay. I'll argue that shit to the death. There's no actual facts at all. At all.
Is that an actual fact that there's no actual facts?
That's an actual fact that there's no actual facts. That's a fact, bro. Like,
it's philosophy 101.
We don't know shit, bro. Like, if you think about it, like, that's honestly.
Kevin Pollard said the same shit to me, and it pissed me off because he's a philosophy major. He said, you know, the one thing that you know for sure is there's no absolutes.
That's right.
I'm like, is that an absolute statement?
Yes, it is, bro. Think about it. Look, bro.
No, you think about it. That directly contradicts.
Think about it. Think about this shit.
The only absolute is there's no absolutes.
Everything you know was passed down to you, bro. From God. Like,
no, I hear that argument that there's hearsay and that stories change over time, but there is provable data that can be applied to things.
Where? It can't be by Google, bro.
In your own life.
That's not a fact.
And there's logic. Logic exists.
It's never been. And then they say, look at the sky, it's a Big Dipper. I've never looked in the sky and seen a Big Dipper in my fucking life.
Yeah, I've never fucked with the constellations.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever in my life, bro. But it's like this, though. If your parents was atheists, what do you think you're going to grow up to be? Atheists. Why? You've been taught that.
Not
You've
necessarily.
been drilled that shit over and over.
No, I was raised Catholic. I became an atheist because I looked at the facts.
Yeah, for yourself.
No.
But you was taught to think like that.
No, in reality, what are the facts? If you claim that God exists,
right,
you got to provide some evidence. So the burden of proof is on the person that's saying that God exists. It's
right.
not on the person saying he's not real, because in our empirical existence, you walk around, there's no fucking...
But do you believe in a higher power?
Motherfuckers pray all the time and shit doesn't work.
But you believe in a higher power, right? God could be a word that's made up that they just... It's not a word we don't know. That's what I'm saying. It can be a word just made up and just...
That's my problem is people... That's my problem is people claiming they know.
There's no way in hell to know. There's no way.
That's why the people are like, oh, there's definitely an afterlife. There's definitely a God. There's definitely a higher power. You don't know.
We don't know. We don't know.
That's the radical skepticism of an atheist. So that is an atheist. If you have the radical skepticism, that's all atheism is saying, oh, you don't have proof for that.
But it's, you know what? A lot of motherfuckers is atheists. They're just scared to say it because they're scared of how the world would view them as. It's because it's going back to what we said earlier. If you don't fall in single file line, you are a weirdo, bro. You are crazy. If you don't believe in God, you are crazy.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? If you don't believe in going to church, you are crazy. If you don't believe in this, you are crazy because you're stepping outside of the box from the million motherfuckers that's in it, bro.
316, this is Robert Riddle again. Hey, what's up, man? What happened?
Hello?
You dropped off?
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, did you hang up on me, Nick?
No, I didn't.
We was talking. I was like, yo, is he still on the line?
I didn't know where you went. I might have misclicked or something. I didn't hang up on you.
Well, it's a long call, so maybe it just dropped. Hey, I was going to say, you were talking about what can you know. Real quick, you guys are out in Los Angeles. There's a place called Santa Monica Beach. And then out of Santa Monica Beach looking west, there's an island called Santa Barbara Island. And if it's the right time of day or the right day or you have optics, something like that, you can actually see that island from Santa Monica Beach. And the thing about that is that if the Earth was the shape that they tell us it is, you shouldn't be able to see that island.
Facts.
So that's something you can see with your own eyes. That's very interesting. That goes against the...
Have you done the...
But I've never seen that island. I will say right now. I've never
John
seen
said
that
facts.
But I've never seen that island.
God damn it. CleanTalkin, he doesn't believe in shit, but he's very easily persuaded about the flat Earth. All right. Have you done that?
I just said I've never seen that island.
Where have you seen the calculations that say that we shouldn't be able to see the island?
Well, NASA puts out all the mathematics that go with the 25,000-mile global Earth that's taught to us in school. And so all that information is put out by NASA.
Check this
out. Using their mathematics, there should be a certain amount of curve to the Earth. And if Earth be a ball, then water would have to curve around it as well.
Facts.
And so looking over the ocean, you shouldn't be able to see that particular island
But
at
check
that
this out.
distance, but you can.
How do you know
But a
that
flat
that?
earther-
Check this out, Robert. There's no guarantee that either of us is right. It's gonna be an argument between flat earthers and round earthers. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
How do you know that the curvature of the Earth is so severe that you shouldn't be able to see that planet? How do you know that it's not? How do you know that it's not a degree less and you can see the planet, but if it was 1,500 miles past it, you couldn't see it? You don't. Like, the whole point with the flat Earth thing is, why would they try to convince you the Earth is round if it's actually flat? What would be the fucking point of that? To convince you that the Earth is round?
It's the same reason they try to
They
teach
get a
you
kick
that
out of
we
it to
evolved
make
from a
you.
monkey.
They get a
They
kick.
want to teach you that they're basically a lie. They have to teach you lies so they can control you.
Facts.
If you knew the
Facts.
truth, you would serve the truth.
That's a fact.
You're already paying taxes. They already control you.
Yeah, because in jail, you scared of jail.
Like, why would they need to cook up this fake round Earth scheme?
Only reason why people pay taxes is because they scared of the repercussions, bro. That's it. If there was no repercussions, you would not be scared.
You would stop sending your kids to school.
Facts.
All sorts of things
Facts.
would change if you knew what was actually going on.
Say it again.
So if you knew what you really were, what we really were, what the truth was, you would stop conforming to the system that they set up. Like you talked about taxation, the education system, the entire government that we're in would have to change. And so,
what does that have to do? What does that have to do with flat Earth?
To maintain slavery.
What does that have to do with flat Earth? Why? How would any of that change if the Earth is flat or round?
Well, if you knew that the sun, moon, and stars all went around you, and that the Earth was flat, you would start to think, "Wow, it looks like somebody may have set all this up." And you start to not believe that you come from a monkey, and you start to go back into this belief in God, basically.
Why?
And so
why would that be more likely that a God created a flat Earth than a round Earth that goes around the sun? Why would it be more likely that God created an Earth?
You a round earther? I ain't no Earth. I don't know. What are you?
I'm saying that
I'm just asking you a question. Right
yeah.
You round? What makes you believe that it's round?
This is why, because the amount of people that would have to be in on the conspiracy to keep that information away from people, the amount of satellite imagery that we have that would have to be doctored and manipulated and falsified is unbelievable. The amount of data about the circumference of the Earth and the curvature of the Earth and all the calculations we make with the the magnetic activity of the planet and how the sunspots work and how it affects the climate and everything. All this data would have to just be made up out of whole cloth and sold to you for what? To convince you, just to have control over you?
Yeah.
They already have control over you. There's no reason to cook up this.
But not mind control. Absolutely. They got control over you. They don't have mind control.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Look at the cable news.
That's what they do over millions besides us. We're free thinkers.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling these motherfuckers. They got y'all by mind control. You motherfuckers believe anything somebody tell you. You scared to think for yourself because you'll be a weirdo if you think by yourself.
I just believe incentives play a big part in human activity. What would be the incentive to convince you the Earth is round when it's actually flat?
There's an agenda behind all this shit, bro.
What's the incentive?
Control.
So
they already have
the
that.
The incentive would be if you look
have
on the back
control,
of your money, you're going to see something that says, "In God we trust." The incentive is that they need you to serve their God and not the real God.
I don't see any connection between a flat Earth and God. Why would it be more likely that God created the planet if it was flat? You still have the same burden of proof argument that lays upon your shoulders when you claim that a God exists. You still have to provide evidence.
I'm not saying it's flat or it's round. I'm saying we don't fucking know. There's no way to know. You don't know.
I'm saying
what are you gonna do? Fly over the whole world to see if it's round? You don't fucking know. There's no absolute way to prove that the world is round or flat. Columbus definitely didn't fucking do it.
I'm playing probabilities. Is what I'm doing.
So you believe in Columbus?
I'm saying, what's the probability that they have this mass propaganda campaign just to convince you that the Earth is a different shape?
Do you believe Christopher Columbus sailed the world and found out it was round?
I believe that he sailed over to North America.
Okay, so let's go get the boat and sail it and see if it's round, Nick. Come on, bro. It's not logic, bro. Yeah. It's not. One white man and get in a goddamn boat and go, yep, we just kept on around the globe and it's around. And we just gonna run with that shit? Because Christopher Columbus said, who the fuck is Christopher Columbus?
All right, Einstein invented the light bulb, and Christopher Columbus, all right, sailed.
That's what they said, right?
No, it was another explorer that supposedly sailed the Earth around, but you know, it's fine. John's confusing white people.
Whatever he was, European, whatever the fuck you call him, he wasn't black.
It was fucking Francisco Coronado or something like that.
So why did they teach us Christopher Columbus?
Well, he came across and thought that North America was India, and that's why Native Americans are called.
On who figured out the world was round and flat. We supposed to be going by Christopher Columbus. That's what they say. I don't believe none of this shit, bro. None of it's real. We don't know. None of it's real. We don't know, bro. We don't know. Damn. No matter how much you think you know, prove it. Get your ass in the boat and go sell it.
Magellan, that's who it was.
I don't give a fuck who they say it was. You can throw out 50,000 motherfucking names. Nobody can prove that the earth is round or flat. Nobody. Fuck out of here.
It was Ferdinand
like
Magellan.
Neil Armstrong walked on the goddamn moon, but it was a B in front of the lens. Get the fuck out of here.
It was Ferdinand Magellan. Pay your respects. All right. Right there. All right. Was a Portuguese explorer who organized a Spanish expedition to the East Indies, resulting in the first circumnavigation of the Earth completed.
And he says it's round, so it's round? Because this dude says it's round?
No.
Oh, shit.
No, I'm saying all the goddamn images of the Earth would have had to have been doctored if the Earth was actually flat and we
don't know.
They're trying to convince us that it's round. I don't think there's any incentive to do that on that mass propaganda scale.
We don't know. We will never know. The motherfuckers that think they know don't know. We don't know. It's a lie. Nobody knows shit. We don't know, bro. We don't. We're going to argue all day, man. We're going to keep coming up with different opinions. You have your different opinion. You have yours. They have theirs. Whatever. I'm not believing none of that shit.
I think Robert Riddle dropped off the goddamn call again.
Right.
No, I'm here, Nick. Hey, man, I was going to say, if you think about what they teach you in school, they teach you that the planet is spinning in some random place in the universe on the tail end of a galaxy that's just millions of other galaxies. Well, they teach you these things. What they're teaching you is that you are just a random accident that comes from some proteins got together in some primordial soup, and that developed into a fish, and then that fish was retarded, and it developed into a lizard, and that lizard became a rat, and it's just, dude, it's just, if this stuff was true, we would have rat lizard things everywhere, we'd have monkey people, we'd have all sorts of stuff, but we don't have that because it's all lies, man. They teach you a series of lies to convince you that basically there is no God.
I agree.
Where if you actually look around,
there's a lot more evidence for evolution than there is for God.
Around you, things like that.
There's a lot more evidence for evolution than there is for God.
Why are still monkeys living?
Because we didn't evolve from monkeys, we evolved from a common ancestor from monkeys is a theory. If you go by the theory and the fossil evidence and everything.
Shit.
So
America's fucked.
But the thing is, like, there's no incentive to teach you that I look at it as a positive aspect from what you just said. Oh, we're on some random planet in the middle of the goddamn universe in the galaxy or whatever. Think about what is possible with biology if you just take the standard evolutionary model. Like, from single-celled organisms can evolve self-reflective consciousness that looks at the rest of the universe and tries to explore it in terms of the human biological endeavor. That is pretty goddamn inspiring if that's what biology actually does. Biology is we have this principle called entropy in the universe where organized systems degrade over time. Biology is the only anti-entropic thing we can observe in the universe. We're complexifying over time and we're getting more advanced over time. And so that goes against the whole Newtonian physics thing where organized systems are supposed to degrade over time in terms of entropy. So it's actually pretty inspiring to think of the human consciousness as the most powerful organ in the universe that we know of and the most supercharged, super powerful thing in the universe That's actually inspiring for what we can do as human beings on this planet, instead of just looking at us as some random dot in the universe. We have no evidence of any other intelligent life in the universe. For all we know, we're the most intelligent motherfuckers in existence. So I think, you know,
there is no God, we are God.
There's nothing limiting about that perspective, that we're the only planet for at least 6 trillion miles, you know, to have intelligent, sentient life. Like, human brains are very goddamn special, and you have possibly the most valuable piece of matter in the universe within your fucking skull. And it doesn't, you know, no like, organized religion is going to make that more special. It's just putting metaphysical shit on top of it that has no proof.
We can't prove shit.
It's already a miracle that human brains exist. It's like, the fuck? We just are monkeys that started asking questions, you know, and started thinking about shit. And that's pretty goddamn miraculous. We don't need any Noah's Arks.
Nick, you are an anarchist who believes government school. That's what you are.
You do believe in a government school.
Believe government school?
You do, bro.
No, dude. I believe in the evidence I've looked at.
There is no evidence, bro.
There's a lot more evidence for evolution than there is for God.
Where?
The fossil record.
Fossil record.
Nick, we would have rat lizards, bro. We'd have rat lizards running around everywhere, like half lizard, half rat. You know, they'd run around and be all jangly and hairy.
No, over about 4 billion years, all right, biology figures out what works and what doesn't. A rat lizard apparently can't survive in this goddamn environment. A lot of things have come and gone. 99% of the species that have ever existed on this planet are currently extinct because they didn't know how to survive. It's survival of the fittest. The most fit entities going into the future will survive, and that's what human beings, that's why we dominate the planet, because we have these consciousness, we have this consciousness, we have this brain power, and that's what's most rewarded by the environment that we're in. And so, you know, it's like, just because there aren't mutant rat lizards walking around doesn't disprove the evidence of the evolutionary line in the fossil record.
Okay, but if we evolved from monkeys, at some point we would start turning into humans, and we would start doing human shit, like burying our dead and honoring our dead, stuff like that in graveyards, right? And I do believe that if that were to be the case, that we would find so much evidence, like literally graveyards of preserved areas of where monkey people were burying, you know, just like we do today, with burying their people. I think we would have so much evidence. It would be, you talk about overwhelming evidence. I don't think there's any real evidence to show that we did evolve either along a common ancestor or however you want to say it. I don't think there is any of that evidence, because we'd be half monkey, half people at some point, and we'd start doing people shit. But you don't see that. You don't see that in any of the records as far as I can see. I see monkeys and I see people. I see two different entities.
Well, there are transitionary fossils, but I'm not saying I'm dead set on the evolutionary narrative. I'm not saying that's dead set true and I 100% believe it. I'm saying that at least is some evidence versus the imaginary sky daddy created the entire thing and the Bible is all true, that was written by people. It's the word of some imaginary deity that we pretend exists based on no evidence that makes us...
You don't think we should have a government though, right?
No.
But you believe in government schooling?
No.
Oh, okay. I was making sure.
No, I'm saying that 100% of the shit that they taught us doesn't have to automatically be bullshit because it's a government school. Like, it's the best explanation we have for how we came about right now. But you know, we just don't have. It's better than God did it, because that's not an answer. That's a cop out. That's a pretend answer.
You want to know why I say it's no proof, Nick? Because everybody, the people that was taught to teach us, was taught by somebody else as a human being. There's no way to know, bro. It's just information that was passed on from generation to generation to generation.
Well, you're talking about historical narratives, and that can be passed on and distorted along the way, and that's true. But in terms of the scientific method, in terms of collecting data and running experiments and coming to a conclusion that can be objectively proved to other human beings, there's a process for objectively proving things. And as far as the evolutionary thing, like, we've gone a certain ways toward proving facts about the fossil record and how we came about, and that's the best method we have for it, instead of just saying, oh, God did it, and read the Bible. Like, yeah, there's some inspiring moral tales in the Bible, but the whole metaphysics of zombies and virgin births and, you know, rising from the dead, it's like turning wine into and water into wine. It's like, you can't convince me of that shit because there's no objective way to prove it.
Shit. I don't believe in that either. Like I said, I read a few scriptures and shit out of the Bible, and it just seemed like a whole bunch of stories of people telling their side of the story about when he used to hang with God. I just don't.
Yeah, it's all hearsay.
I'm not buying
it's all reported by his followers. It's like, you know.
I'm just not.
But there's good lessons to be had in it. It's just you don't accept it all as literally true.
Facts. Not that. Does that make us atheists because we say that?
So I appreciate the conversation for sure.
Yeah, I mean, then ultimately it's a mystery. How the fuck do our brains work? Nobody even knows. How the fuck do we?
I guarantee you, there's some scientists that can tell you how he know it. He knows exactly how it works. He done split open a few wigs and went in that brain and seen veins and shit pumping. Nobody knows shit, bro.
Yeah, it's still pretty much goddamn magic how our brains work.
Scientists say Dr. Zivotofsky knows what the way brain works. If your shit get cracked right now, you can stitch it back together. Motherfuckers is just goofy, bro. Yeah. It's just stupid.
Hey Nick, do you like any of the Democrats?
Do I like any of the Democrats? I would like actually Tulsi Gabbard to win so that she can push Trump on the foreign policy. That would be good because he needs to stop sucking the dicks of these generals and getting us over there and you know, shipping troops to Saudi Arabia and fighting this proxy war in Yemen. It's bullshit. So I think that would be actually productive. It wouldn't be as fun to watch as like Hillary losing again or fucking Elizabeth Warren getting torn to shreds or Joe Biden getting torn to shreds. That would be more fun to watch, a landslide. But I would actually like Tulsi Gabbard to push Trump on his foreign policy and, you know, encourage him to do what his base already wants him to do, which is bring the goddamn troops home. You saw the cheers in Dallas when he brought it up. We're bringing them home, and they erupted in cheers. Meanwhile, he's sending fucking way more troops to Saudi Arabia, even though he's taking troops out of Syria.
So do you think he's just trying to hold together the petrodollar, you know, situation? I
think he puts trust in these generals, and it's unfounded. Because, you know, he wanted to be a military man and he didn't. I think, you know, there's something in Trump's history. He was going to go to a military school. I can't remember the details, but he has this lionizing of the military people and he trusts them. And it's better to trust them than, like, I don't know, some of these deep state manipulators around him. But at the same time, that's one of our biggest fucking money leaks is putting money into going over and manipulating these Middle Eastern countries and thinking we're going to get anything, you know, resembling a benefit out of it. It's a losing cause. And, you know, hopefully he's starting to come around to that because he sees what his base wants him to do. Bring the motherfuckers home.
Yeah, bro, I'm not in for bombing all these Muslims for no reason, but you know, all this wasted money, all this wasted blood and stuff like that. But at the same time, with the military, as far as world politics go, geopolitics, it is really nice, bro, to have the big guns, if you know what I'm saying. It's nice to be able to say, hey, you know, work with us, or, you know, we might get mad. And people are like, oh, shit, you know, like they don't. It is so nice to have the military, man. I'll tell you what, there's not a better position to have in world politics than to be the biggest dog on the block.
Yeah.
You know, there's something to be said for, you know, having a good military.
Yeah, to me, the ultimate strength is having the biggest gun in the room, but not using it. And being on your self-defense shit. We already have the baddest military on the planet, dude. We've already proven that. Bring the motherfuckers home. Let's defend our own country. Take care of our own shit. We got a bunch of problems here. And we can't even defend our own border. Damn. And so it's like, bring the goddamn troops home and stop wasting all this money trying to turn other countries into America.
I'm glad you said that because I be seeing all these motherfucking activists on the internet going, well, there's problems over in Libya. And I'm like, bitch, there's problems still right here in America, motherfucker. Let's fix what's going on right here. Yeah. We don't live over there. That's not our problem. We still got shit to fix right here in our own backyard. Why the fuck are we worrying about these other countries, bro? Yeah. When we ain't got shit straight at home.
It's about
like me worried. It's like my lights being cut off, and I'm going, well, God damn it, how are we gonna get Nick's lights back on?
It's leading by example. Get your own shit together.
Bro.
Get your own shit together, and other motherfuckers will follow suit. They'll be inspired. We're trying to inspire on the deck of the Outrage battleship, all right? We're not trying to manipulate and get in other motherfuckers' lives. Tell them how to live.
I can't believe these Democrats, man, Nancy Pelosi and others saying that they're going to give illegal aliens benefits, housing, education, health care, all these benefits because they're immigrants, they're refugees. When we have all these people who are either on the street, almost on the street, suffering in various ways, they're not building them housing, they're not putting them through recovery programs, whatever. They're not doing that stuff. They're leaving them on the street and bringing more people in and piling them on top of those people.
And what's so crazy?
And so it's just, it's ridiculous, man. What are they doing?
What's so crazy about it? If I was to go to Mexico right now, I wouldn't get none of that shit.
Yeah.
They wouldn't make the Mexicans, they wouldn't force them to speak English just because an American moved over there.
Try going over to China and getting some free benefits.
Come on, man.
Dude, that's like, that's
they harvest your organs.
That's one of the biggest catch-22s is we're expected to be this open and free society.
But
nobody else is doing that shit.
Facts.
And it's like, it's not benefiting us. Then that's what everybody, on that side wants to do is the government creates the problem and then they pretend to solve it. And meanwhile, they grow and grow and grow. And that's what they hate about Trump is he's just standing there saying, hold on, what's in it for us?
Yeah.
What's in it for America? And you can't ask that question because then you're a Nazi. Then you're a white supremacist. Oh my God, he wants, cultural continuity. He wants to, what's in it for him? That demon.
Like I said, the way you speak on Trump, it seems like he's trying to do good for this country, but I would have to investigate it for myself. You know what I mean? Instead of taking like a word of mouth, I would have to get into that on my own to see if it's really like that.
And it's not about Trump the man. It's just about keeping the other motherfuckers out of power. So that's what's funny about the situation. It's like, obviously, he's a flawed individual. And the more flawed he is, the funnier it is because we're keeping these motherfuckers out of power and they can't do their agenda of the government takeover that they want. They want that big socialist, communist government takeover where the government runs all the companies and they get to make all the decisions and they take shit over and just strong-arm shit. And Trump is preventing that right now. And that's what's hilarious about the situation.
Nick can't afford it.
Someone told me that Trump was a gangster, that he did all this stuff in New York, and he was telling, he's a smart guy, he was telling me all this bad stuff about Trump. And at the end of the conversation, or end of what he was saying, I was basically like, well, yeah, man, he basically has to be that way. I mean, if he wasn't that way, do you think he could deal with these people? There's no way, man. These people are vampires. And so you gotta be kind of, you got to know what you're doing, man. You can't be innocent and deal with these people. And so, yeah, Trump might be not perfect, but you need somebody with that grit to go up against this type of evil,
The main thing for me is he's a shit talker and he makes me laugh. So and he's keeping the other criminals out of power.
Let me ask you this: do you think our next president can make or break the U.S.?
Well, what's going to make or break the U.S. is how quickly we can get the government small, how quickly we can, encourage entrepreneurship and small business and grow our way out of the situation. Because we're deep in debt and we've got a bunch of goddamn problems. And the economy has to legitimately start going. We got to lower the corporate taxes. We got to have companies here producing shit for Americans and giving people jobs, giving people employment opportunities, and producing shit that actually matters.
We're giving like China and all that shit more jobs by having them create all of our clothing, shoes, and all that shit, right? iPhones.
Yeah, because their corporate taxes are lower, so our companies go over there and have their operations set up over there, and we buy the shit because it's lower price.
It's crazy.
And that's how we get out-competed. That's how we get bought up by other countries, and it's all a function of how big and controlling your government is.
I completely agree with Nick. I mean, it's about growing good food and producing good products. And if you produce value in an economy, You can have problems with your money system. You guys talked about that earlier. We might have to go to gold or something like that. But it's all about production, value creation, no matter what that is. It could be having a nice garden in your backyard, all the way to a factory that is producing whatever. But really, the key I think that we need to look at is two things: that's energy production, so cheap energy, which is the foundation of the economy, having cheap energy going to that factory, and then also our infrastructure. I think we're spending so much money overseas when we have railways, roadways, waterways. We have all these issues that we could, if we would have spent that money in this country, we would have a beautiful country at this point. But we didn't do that. And so, we could put people to work and do other things with that sort of program. But like you say, we got this central bank latched onto us that can just raise the interest rate. So, it's a hell of a deal, man. These are internationalists, right? So whenever you could get rid of it, that's the thing with the bank. Jackson got rid of the bank, right? But it just kind of snaps away, and then it kind of waits in the wings, and it's kind of trying to get its fingers in however it can until it finally does. And then it takes over your country, takes over your government, and, teaches your kids to be transgender communists. And so that's really what we're dealing with, man. It's a crazy situation, and I don't know who Trump is or what Trump is. I have no idea.
Me
man.
neither.
He could be the biggest con ever, or he could be the greatest president ever. I have no idea. But I hope he's great, man, because if he's not, we're so screwed.
That's what I just told Nick.
We might be screwed anyway, but we got to start producing, Nicholas, like you said. We got to produce new good shit, dude. Like new cars, like cars that last. Not fucking 10 years, but like 100 years, bro. We gotta make good shit.
They won't, because that'll stop them from making money. That'll stop generating money. If they made a car that lasts forever, that wouldn't generate more money. So that's why they don't do that shit.
Yeah, bro. The accountants got in front of the engineers. The accountants are in control, not the engineers.
And I agree with everything Robert Rydell just said, and I have to address this goddamn mutiny happening on the Outrage Battleship here, talking about my hair. Alan James says, Nick can't afford a decent haircut, and the Dems want to give haircut benefits to immigrants, dude. And then Kiki says, Alan, if we turned him upside down, he would make a great toilet brush cleaner. God damn it. That is not what's happening. My hair is not designed for toilet brush cleaning. It's designed for Western civilization defense, and this is the goddamn Project Outrage, dude. And don't be mad at my goddamn sexy haircut. All right, we're going to get in the goddamn Outrage Fight Club. All right, we're going to settle things like men. God damn it. Talk to the theoretical John Wick like that. How dare you? I'm hiding my hairline. It's very effective. It's very sexy, and you know it.
Well, just get Outrage one of these. Pull it back, bro. Go ahead and let them see it, man.
Damn it! That's the real hairline! Fuck! Dude, god damn it, that's the real hairline. Alright, and we're hiding it, and it's fine, dude.
Oh, shit. You got that Jack Nicholson.
I'm too high testosterone. Alright, that's what's happening.
Pull up Jack, bro. Let's see what his hairline look like. Holy shit.
Tex Kettle says need to shave it.
Keep hiding it, bro.
As soon as I've shaved it, all right, I become racist immediately. I become a Nazi.
Keep it like, bro, I couldn't picture you without that top. That shit is fucking crazy, dude. You look like a whole new dude. Whitney Robert. Don't you agree?
Hey, John, I wanted to say, man, I said some racist stuff on here, but I want to let you know that I love black people. I really do.
Yeah.
And so, I might be racist also, but just know that I love black people. And I love women. Like, I say stuff about women, right? I love women. They're the best thing ever, but
I don't take that stuff literal.
They don't need to be voting, things like that.
I don't take that stuff literal, bro. That's, you know what? When I do that, I'm fucking with y'all, bro.
He said, I love women, but I don't think they should be voting.
Oh, shit.
I just want you to know that I don't have a problem with black people, and if I've been around lots of black people. I don't have any problem.
No, check this out, bro.
But I think because I do love black people, I am able to kind of talk about things that maybe other white people are scared to talk about.
Yeah.
And so I would say it, and it is kind of like, oh man, did you just say that? And it's like, well, yeah, I mean, I did, but I mean, I guess you get mad at me. That's happened before, but like, it's just one of those things where I try to be honest, even if it is somewhat offensive.
You stay
and
true to
it can
yourself.
be about race too. Like, black people are not, they're not like white people, and Asian people, they're not like black people, and Native Americans aren't like, I guess they're kind of like Asians, but they're, everybody's different, and I think it's okay to like be like, okay, white people are kind of like this, and like, you can talk about that. Or black people, like I know black people talk about black people a lot.
Facts.
They'll say, like when they're together, they'll say things about blacks that they wouldn't let us say, but they will say them, and they're, they talk about themselves. And I think that's okay, man. Like you can have like conversations about, within a community of people. It doesn't have to always be like, oh well, we have to all be the same. If you say white people are like this, it's probably because you're right. It's probably because, oh well, I don't want to say this because that white lady's over there. It's probably because you're right, because she'll react like a white lady. There's nothing wrong with that.
And
she'll be the way she is, and you know that. And that's not necessarily racism. That's just, she's a woman and she's white, and that's just how they are.
Bro,
and like
the Outrage crew has me racist sometimes. They got me up in the fucking comedy clubs going, white people dogs are lazier than black people dogs, because black people dogs are trained to go get the newspaper, and white people, it's just stupid, bro. It's all that shit is just dumb, because we all going off some shit that we heard happen to our ancestors. We don't know. None of us lived it. So what the fuck? Why does racism even exist in 2019?
Well,
neither party has done nothing to either party. Like, this shit is dumb.
Here's what it is. People just make general statements about groups of people, and on certain levels, things can be generally kind of true in terms of trends among racial groups or gender groups or whatever. And you can make jokes about that. That's what a stereotype is. But we all recognize fundamentally, if you're a thinking person, that we're individuals. So you don't need to go and say, oh, I love black people. Like, you wouldn't love the motherfucker that mugged you on the street if he was black. Like, you wouldn't love that motherfucker.
You would love the white boy to run up in the subway and shoot innocent people.
Yeah.
Stand there for a chicken teriyaki sandwich.
It's about goddamn individuals.
Everybody is scared to be an individual, bro. That's why. But you know what? I'm glad it's like that, because if we didn't have leaders and followers, and leaders we wouldn't have nothing to get paid off of. You gotta have some stupid motherfuckers that come up out of their pockets.
Yeah. You
gotta have that, bro. That's how people survive off their talents. You got a bunch of dumb motherfuckers that don't believe that they can do anything else besides dick ride. So it's, I'm gonna give you my money because you're doing what I always dreamed to do. You stupid motherfucker. You too scared to go find out what you are yourself. You too scared to go find your own passion, so all you do is dick ride, and you dick ride so much that you give your hard work and earned money to a goddamn Jay-Z concert. You dumb motherfucker. You could rap too. But instead of you learning how to rap and you teaching yourself how to rap, it's like, it's so much easier to watch Jay-Z do it. Here's $150.
Well, some people got their own lives and they don't want to be entertainers, so they're like, oh, I'll support this motherfucker.
What I'm saying, any talent you got, you ain't just got to be an entertainer. People are lazy, bro. They don't want to figure shit out for themselves. Like, I'd rather pay you to do it.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean?
sometimes that works. Sometimes you pay an accountant. I don't want to look at his bank account. You do it.
That's a fact. But right now, we can both look at our bank accounts and control them. You know, we don't need no Jewish
we got a strong hold on our fucking bank accounts.
We don't need no Jewish people counting $1 million that we don't got.
Whatever is in the Postmates tips, all right, that's my bank account.
I'm quite sure we can count that high.
All right, we love you, Robert Rydell. It was a good chat. We got to get off of here. I got to drive CleanTalkin home. But yeah, appreciate.
All right, Nick. Love you too. Have a good night, man.
Appreciate you hanging out. Right on. Have a good one. All right, we love the Outrage crew. Hit that like button if you like what we're doing here. PayPal.me/Outrage TV. You know what we do. We here on this goddamn, you know what it is.
Outrage Battleship. Outrage Battles.
Oh, face ass. Oh, face ass.
You know what we're doing, dude. You know what's up. We're on the deck of the Outrage Battleship.
Enjoy your Sunday morning or Monday morning for some of you guys.
We're going to try to get the goddamn street roasting video coordinated, dude. We got to find a cameraman. We got to give y'all some fresh content. We got to get some shit that goes big.
Also try to get Kevin Pollard out of that goddamn deep dark hole he's in. Son of a bitch. We can't get this guy to come out of the house for shit.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dude. We encourage Kevin Pollard to get out there and do his goddamn thing, but You can only lead a horse to water. You can't make him drink.
That's a fact.
We love the Outrage crew. Peace the fuck out to you motherfuckers. We'll see you next time in the Outrage Battleship. We love you, bad motherfucker.